live from Toyota Arena here on MASL TV. Stick around and hop along on this fantastic voyage with Philly and the Doctor. We'll be back in just a couple of moments with the opening kickoff. The stage is set for Sunday night soccer here from beautiful Toyota Arena in Ontario, California. The Kansas City Comets look to kick it with the Ontario Fury for the first and last time this season live on MASL TV. Good evening, everybody. My name is Christian Philly Filliman. Joining me in the booth this evening, once again, the Dr. Jonathan Reimer.
It's a pleasure to be here with you, Philly, from beautiful Toyota Arena, and a firm welcome to everyone out there in MASL TV land.
Doctor, it's been an interesting season. We've seen teams dominate. We've seen teams start out poorly and get red hot. We've seen unbelievable individual performances. And heck, we've even seen a team put up 21 goals on the season. Fascinating, fascinating season. Now, the last time Ontario squared off against Kansas City was last season during the Ron Newman Cup semifinals, a match that went to the minigame. And thanks to goals by George De Leon and Uzi Tayu, the Ontario Fury catapulted themselves in the Ron Newman Cup finals for the first time in franchise history, and that no doubt left a sour taste in the mouth of the Comets.
Yeah, you have to imagine that has got to be at the front of their minds as they re-enter Toyota Arena tonight.
Tonight's matchup is going to be interesting for a variety of reasons. Now, before I even get into that, Doctor, I got to ask you a question. What do the Fury and the Comets have in common?
Both championship bound, perhaps? I don't know, Philly. You tell me.
Well, we shall see, but both teams are coming off tough losses against the San Diego Sockers. The Fury, the last time they squared off against anybody was against the Sockers at Toyota Arena, a match which you could arguably state was their worst performance of the season. They lost 8-2. And the Kansas City Comets played the Sockers down at Pechanga Arena this past Friday. It was a tight, contested match for the first two quarters, but in the third quarter, San Diego broke the game open and won by a scoring line of 8-3. Now, again, a lot of compelling stories within this matchup. The biggest compelling stories, obviously, are the omissions on the Kansas City Comets side.
Yeah, of course, Leo the legend, we would like to wish you a fantastic welcome to your new baby that is going to be arriving. Has already arrived. God bless you and Lishan. Obviously, on behalf of Brian Budzinski, the entire Kansas City Comets organization, myself, the Fury, the broadcast team. Leo, we wish you all the best. Congratulations on the birth of your third little legend. God bless, all the best in health and wealth. And you said it, Leo Gibson, the franchise leader in so many categories, not here, but there's a couple other omissions on this Kansas City Comets team. Yeah, well, based on some disciplinary action coming out of that game versus San Diego, the Comets are going to be without a few of their star players, Philly.
Without Nick McDonald, without Ramon Palmer, out due to suspension as a result of the performance last Friday against San Diego. And we've got some breaking news. Breaking news, the Kansas City Comets are activating coach Stefan Stokic to be on the pitch. He's going to be wearing number 98. In addition to that, Brian Budzinski is going to be coaching the Comets today, so quite a turn of events, shocking details. Obviously, they need the bodies on there, but you got to think that this has to be in favor of the Fury for this matchup.
Well, you never know. I mean, win one for the gaffer becomes a little different when it's the owner of your club who becomes the gaffer, so Coach Bud, we're wishing you all the best tonight. This is going to be fascinating to see.
Of course. The Fury, obviously, they had not so good of a performance, to put it lightly. So there's only going up from this situation. One thing we didn't see in the last matchup was communication. Clearly there was frustrations amounting on all sides of the turf. So communication is going to be a key thing. In addition, without Leo being there, the Fury need to shut down their top scorer right now in John Sosa and Lucas Souza. You got Rian Marquez. You've got some really good players still in this lineup that the Fury need to contend with. That would be another key to the game.
Certainly. Can we see Frank Tayu return to his kingly status? He finally got himself a goal versus San Diego in that last match. He has dominated versus every opponent not named the Sockers. Will that continue tonight with this Central Division leading Kansas City Comets team?
I mean, in addition to that, the Fury need a total team effort. It can't just be in the hands of Frank Tayu. We need other players to step it up. Justin Stinson, George DeLeon, Robert Palmer squaring off against his former team, a team in which he has the franchise record for most blocks. A lot of compelling storylines in there, but the biggest thing, and we obviously saw this on Friday, stay out of foul trouble. We see how foul trouble has affected Kansas City's lineup for today. They're going to be out they're going to be without a couple of key components as a result of that. Stay out of foul trouble. One of these things that the Fury need to look into. But yes, it's going to be an interesting matchup. The Central Division leading Kansas City Comets against the Ontario Fury. They need these 3 points. Chihuahua's 21-point performance last night is compelling. They're 3 points shy of catching up to the Fury in the standings. Fury need this. Kansas City Comets need this. We're going to have some unbelievable action tonight, live from Toyota Arena, here on MASL TV. Stick around and hop along on this fantastic voyage with Philly and the Doctor. We'll be back in just a couple of moments with the opening kickoff.
Available interior work surface to work it out up front, plus the capability of available Pro Power on board to work it out in back. Tough this smart can only be called F-150. Introducing the all-new 2021 Ford F-150.
Yeah, the big news coming into tonight's matchup is the absence of several key players on the Comets roster tonight. Most notably, though, is probably that in Leo Gibson, who actually just welcomed his third child with wife Lishan. So we wanted to give a huge congratulations to them and their family. However, that just means that there's going to be several holes that the Comets are going to have to fill if they want to come away with 3 points tonight. And while we're talking about birthdays, we have a very special birthday tonight, and Fury owner Jeff Burham, who's celebrating here tonight in the arena. I'm sure he would love nothing more than a big Fury win. So we'll see if that wish comes true as we get ready for tonight's matchup. Back to you guys in the booth.
The officials for tonight's match are brought to you by Capelli. Capelli, the official uniform sponsor of the MASL game officials. Today's officials are crew chiefed by Rich Grady. Our referee is going to be Shane Butler. Our assistant referee, Joseph Salinas. Our fourth official, Daniel Sobieski. And in the penalty box tonight, we have Andrea Salcedo and George Newjum. Folks, we'd like to remind you that Chill Brands, Chill.com, is the official CBD brand of the MASL, helping our athletes reach their maximum potential by promoting proper and expedited recovery. Welcome to the brand Chill Club. In just a moment, our referees for tonight's match will be placing that beautiful flight ball at the center of the field. We'd like to remind you that the official match ball of the MASL is designed and produced by Flight, expertly for the indoor game. Flight is the premier partner of choice. Flight, challenge everything. And a very good evening and welcome to everyone out there in MASL TV. My name is Jonathan Reimer, and joined as always by the voice of Fury himself, Mr. Christian Philly Philemon.
I certainly appreciate that intro, Doctor. You read things exceptionally well, and we are underway. Sunday Night Soccer, live from Toyota Arena on MASL TV. This is going to be an interesting matchup. Fury and the Kansas City Comets.
Or should we say, what's left of the Kansas City Comets?
I mean, it's interesting. The fact that they activated Coach Stefan Stokic really says a lot in terms of how the Comets are hurting for bodies on this West Coast voyage.
Under the gaffership of one Coach Brian Budzinski tonight.
Fascinating. But obviously, the Comets are a very talented team. We're looking down at the turf. It's John Sosa wearing the captain's armband. This guy's having a killer season. I mean, he's got 30 points. He's leading the team in blocked shots. He's leading the team in assists with 19, 11 goals, 17 block shots. John Sosa is a force to be reckoned with on this Comets lineup.
Certainly not to be missed, Lucas Souza, 20 points as well, too, having just hit that mark in his last game, sitting on 15 goals and 5 assists himself. And, of course, Rion Marquez, 13, 5, 18, doing well as well.
Stinson with a shot off of the boards. And, yes, Lucas Souza, the reigning Rookie of the Year. Rian Marquez, a rookie, all-rookie team last season. Again, depleted lineup, but still very talented. We see Jesus Pacheco being marked by Christian Andreas. I love the passion that Christian Andreas has. I want to call him the Brazilian Danny Rojas if you watch Ted Lasso. He plays with passion. He plays with love. I love seeing this kid's vibe.
Football is life.
Football is life, indeed. And football is alive and well in the Inland Empire here in Toyota Arena in Ontario, California. We see Robert Palmer squaring off against his former team. You wonder what kind of emotions Robert has coming into this game, having spent so much time in Kansas City. He went to Park University. In fact, a lot of these players went to Park University, and shout out to Park University's own very legendary Eric Bergrud. Eric, Nick Fassos, we love you guys. I know you're listening to this broadcast. God bless y'all. Hope you enjoy our call. And there's a battle between Sodal and George DeLeon. That ball comes back to the Ontario Fury.
For those of you out there in MASL TV land a bit confused, yes, the Ontario Fury are rocking their all-new red-out kits tonight. It is the Comets in white, a bit of a departure from what we have seen in seasons past.
Indeed, and that's a very beautiful jersey, if I do say so myself. Robert Palmer on the ball, passes it out to Johnny Topete. Topete having himself a season. Shot, that ball gets blocked. Nestor comes up, battle with Andreas. Andreas comes up with the ball. And it is Ted Sane with it.
Of course, those beautiful Ontario Fury kits available at OntarioFury.com. And shouts to our friends at Hummel for putting together some fantastic uniforms for this season.
Ted Sane was trying to find Adam James, but Johnny Topete was there to break up that play. Rian Marquez, a very big man, target forward, dangerous threat for Kansas City. Fury need to keep an eye on him. He could be a game changer today. And Comets are going to need him to be a game changer. Sosa with a pass off of the boards to James. James with a shot, and he scores the goal. Kansas City Comets on the board. John Sosa with an assist. Adam James with the goal. Comets get on the board early. That was a very important goal for Kansas City.
Absolutely, coming off of just a rough night versus the Sockers, one that both teams would likely like to forget, although San Diego taking the 3 points home, certainly they'll appreciate that. But good thing for Kansas City to go ahead and get that first goal of the game. A bit of a bumble there by Toth as the ball finds its way into the back of the net, but hey, you'll take the pretty ones, you'll take the ugly ones. It is 1-0 Comets with 12:11 left to play here in the first.
All philosophy. At the end of the day, it's the scoring line that matters. John Sosa notching up his 20th assist on the season. Adam James with his 4th goal. 1-0 Kansas City here early in the first quarter in Toyota Arena. That's something that head coach Jimmy Norberg did not want to see, his team having to fall behind early against this Comets lineup. Justin Stinson. Had Felipe Abreu on him. He made his season debut on Friday against the San Diego Sockers. See Captain Israel Cisse, marked by Abreu. He passes it out to Christian Alvarado. Christian Alvarado's got Lucas Souza on him. Pass it out to Stinson. Stinson off the boards to Alvarado. Alvarado. Oh, and that ball tried to find its way to Abdul Mansour, sporting the new number, 24. He tried to sneak it in past Lou Meisner. Didn't happen anything there. Meisner starting for Neto. Neto hasn't been playing for a couple of games. He's gone 2-2-2 thus far. And an interesting story. We heard it in the last broadcast with San Diego. We heard the interview that he had up in the booth with the Kansas City broadcasters. He tried out for the team in 2010. As a 19-year-old, he gets cut. He comes back years later, makes it, and now he's making an impact on this Comets lineup. 6 games, and he's done an exceptional job for the Comets in the absence of one of the best keepers in the game, that Neto.
Yeah, we've got Sandavari down on the pitch right now. Took a hard tackle from London, Abdul Mansour. He is still on the pitch. Head trainer Sean Dummers attending him at the moment. Not looking good for Kansas City so far if their already depleted lineup is going to service an injury this early in the game. Not something you want to see if you're head coach Brian Budzinski tonight.
No, and I wonder if they're even... Oh, he's up. He's hobbling, though. Certainly want to give him a round of applause. He's up there. Mirko Sandavari, an important player for this team in his 5th season, another Park University prodigy. We'll take a look at him, and obviously we'll get updates on his condition later on as this game progresses.
If you're Kansas City, at least it's not a forward who has gone down. Defenders seem to be the only portion of their roster they have adequately filled at the moment.
And it's Sosa on the restart, the leader on this team right now, rocking that captain's armband. He dumps it down low to Rian Marquez. He's got Uzi Tayu marking him. Rian trying to get by him, and that's going to be a foul on Uzi Tayu.
Yeah, Uzi's going to get called for the hold there. A bit too handsy as he's trying to pressure against the boards.
Those are two big bodies battling on the boards.
19 blocked by who?
And there's a block. Sosa tried to take it. Looked like it was Mansouri on the block. Felipe off of the boards. Picked off by Justin Stinson. Justin Stinson trying to get by Sosa. Whoa, fancy footwork by the Stinger. He tried to dump it down low into number 28, Alan Perez, but that ball gets intercepted. Sosa on the counter. Passes it out to Abreu. Rian Marquez with Thiago Gonçalves on him. Fancy footwork by the Brazilian. And it's Frank Tayu making a great defensive play to break that up. Thiago back out to Frank. The King tried to find the counter, but that ball gets intercepted by the Comets. 10 minutes and 34 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Kansas City up on the Fury 1-0 here in Toyota Arena.
Yeah, but if you're Coach Jimmy Nordberg, you have to love Frank putting in the effort on the defensive end, something he's, I'm sure, loves to see.
And we see Sandovari back on the turf right now. It's good. Obviously, Kansas City is breathing a sigh of relief. They need him in this game. They need the bodies in this game. And we have a whistle. And a yellow card.
Not entirely sure what the yellow card is going to be served for, but it appears as though Kansas City is going to be sending someone to the sin bin. We'll wait on the official word here. He returned to pitch too early. So unfortunately, it looks like Sandovari, coming back from injury, had to wait till a whistle and a stoppage of play before he was permitted to return to the turf. He came back on before a stoppage of play, and as such will be issued a Tweety Bird.
It's Johnny Topete on the restart. He's got Andreos in front of him. He passes it out to Chris Toth. Chris Toth coming way out of his line, crossing the midfield, trying to find something. Andreos on him. He dumps it down low to Tayu. Tayu tries to head it, saved by Meisner. Palmer off of the boards, and that ball gets kicked out by Sodal Topete. Topete, we know he's got a rocket from out there. He can make that shot. Tayu out to De Leon. De Leon out to Palmer. Berto making his move. Passes it out to Pacheco. Pacheco with some pressure on him. Back out to Palmer. Palmer getting by Sodal. Back out to Toth. Chris Toth looking for Frank. Battle between Frank and Ray Lee. The King making his move. Out to Palmer. Palmer out to De Leon. De Leon with Tetsani on him. Tetsani strips him. And Ray Lee passes it up front to Nacho Flores, and that's gonna be a foul on Jesus Pacheco. No doubt about that call.
Yeah, lucky to avoid a trip to the sin bin there. Hands getting awfully close to the face on that foul, but it'll just be a common foul.
On the restart, Lucas Sosa out to Ray Lee. Ray Lee, earlier on in the season, I mean, the boot that he has on him, I mean, he had a shot that broke part of the plexi early on in this season. We know Ray Lee is a dangerous player.
Well, we've seen the glass broken by an Ontario Fury player this year as well, too, but not the player you might think.
Alvarado out to Nestor Hernandez. Nestor Hernandez, one of the few bright spots of the last game against the San Diego Sockers. He notched himself a goal.
Absolutely. Great to see a Superman sighting. And, of course, it would be Chris Toth who broke the glass with his golazo this year.
Oh, I appreciate that. I was kind of wondering myself. We see Emmanuel Aguirre into the game. Oh, and that's going to be a foul on Andreas. Oh, foul on Andreas. Line change for both teams. Fury are going to get the ball back on the restart with 8 minutes and 33 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Thiago Gonçalves passes it out to Uzi. Uzi with Adam James on him. Adam James, the initial goal scorer of today's match. Tayu with Lee. Intercepted by Ray Lee. Fury getting back. Oh, and that gets stolen by Justin Stinson. It's Tayu trying to get by Nacho.
Stinson, some of the best one-on-one footwork of anyone in this league.
And he has a shot. That ball gets deflected off of Nacho. Into the netting. Restart for the Fury.
Another quick line change for both teams as the Fury prepare for this corner opportunity.
And it's going to be Gonçalves on the corner kick restart. Take a look at Justin Stinson. He's wide open on the opposite side of the turf. See if Thiago can connect with him. He found him. Stinson with a shot off of the boards. Good idea. That ball deflects off and comes back to Pacheco.
Sitting on media.
Pacheco with Tetsani on. He passes it out to Chris Toth. Palmer out to P. P back to Berto. Approaching that halfway point here in the first quarter. Thus far, it's the Comets, the only threat, the only goal in the game thus far. Stinson off the boards, try to find Tayu. Sosa breaks that up. Interesting, as a defender, being a leader on this team, obviously blocked shots is one thing, but to lead in assists, 11 goals. Again, John Sosa having an unbelievable season for the Kansas City Comets.
Ooh, Stinson gets boarded there. Kansas City this time lucky to avoid another trip to the sin bin, as they are still serving the 5-minute Tweety Bird sighting we saw a minute ago, but lucky to avoid a boarding call there as Stinson goes heavy into the wall.
Stinson, a tough kid, gets back up. Emmanuel Aguirre. Fury would like to see a little bit more from him. Former San Diego Soccer. That ball gets picked off. Justin Stinson trying to make a move. Rian Marquez. Emmanuel Aguirre playing good defense, breaking up that play. Rian did not have anybody with him. Toth out to Topete. Topete back to Toth. Marquez pressuring him. Dangerous ball. Chris Toth kicks it out of play, and that ball's going to come back to the Comets.
Yeah, it's going to be a top-of-the-arc restart. We have seen this many times so far this season. When Chris Toth comes out of his box, there has been a bit of a scramble, and we're going to go ahead and head to our first timeout. Our timeout is, of course, brought to you by the folks at Larson LLP. We would like to thank everyone at Larson LLP for sponsoring each and every timeout throughout the first quarter, and we'll be back right after this.
Available interior work surface to work it out up front, plus the capability of available Pro Power on board to work it out in back. Tough this smart can only be called F-150. Introducing the all-new 2021 Ford F-150.
Society has an obligation to help others when others are struggling. Families can become distressed because they lose their father. Now a mother's forced to raise their 3 children. How does she get a job? How does she create the means to take care of her kids?
For nearly 30 years, National Core and Hope Through Housing have changed the lives of hundreds of thousands of individuals, providing housing, offering hope, transforming communities. National Core and Hope Through Housing, building the future of community.
What's going on, Fury faithful? Welcome to Striking Fury, the official podcast for the Ontario Fury. I am one half of the husband and wife faction that is here to bring to you the Ontario Fury action. The self-proclaimed beast from the East, I am Christian Philly Philemon.
And always fine with a glass of wine, I am the better half of this dynamic duo. I am Amanda the Panda Philemon.
The shot off of the post. Sosa tried to head it, but Chris Toth was there. Fury on the counter quickly. Stinson, battle with Sosa. Sosa, no foul. Stinson was looking for it, but it's the Comets that come up with the ball. Ray Lee, he's got Tetsani to his right, and that's going to be a foul on Ontario.
Stinson a little frustrated he didn't get the call against the boards and got a bit too physical in that opportunity for a defensive play.
Nacho out to Rian. Rian with Uzi on him. Passes it back out to Sosa. Sosa, the leader on this team, back out to Rian. Back out to Sosa in the midfield. Tetsane on it. 2020 Columbia College grad. Rookie this season. Having a good impact on the Kansas City Comets. Oh, and there's a shot. Rian Marquez. Rian Marquez with the second goal of the game. The Kansas City Comets are up 2-0, and the Fury looks shell-shocked at this moment.
As we see the ball just advancing to the corner here, and a quick pass around the outstretched foot of Chris Toth finds the back post. Definitely 2 goals so far. You would think Toth is going to want to have another opportunity at. He's going to want those back, but that's not the way the game works, and it's the Comets who find themselves with a 2-0 lead. 6:13 left in the first quarter.
Marquez registering his 14th goal of the season. And again, despite the fact that the Fury have somewhat of a healthy man advantage, it's the Kansas City Comets that are in the catbird seat at this present moment.
Must be the amazing coaching of Bud.
Well, you still see Stefan Stokic with his jacket on, so it doesn't appear as if he's going to enter the game unless he absolutely needs to, but he's definitely sitting in an advantageous position right now with his team up 2-0 on Ontario.
He is listed as number 98 on the roster for tonight, so if that 98 kit does find its way onto the turf, we will know.
And that's Hernandez. He had some space on Meisner, but that play gets broken up.
Oh, amazing.
Tetsane on the counter. Abdul Mansoure trying to break it up, but Marquez has it.
Fantastic defense by Ray Lee to stop Superman from finding the back of the net there.
I mean, Ray Lee's no joke. 4th season with this team, part of the Sporting Kansas City Academy. Drafted by the Philadelphia Union in Major League Soccer, played with Hartford Athletic in the USL. I mean, Ray Lee is a great, great player. Gonçalves. Out to Aguirre. Aguirre back out to Palmer. Palmer back out to Gonçalves. We'd like to see that Topete and Thiago connection. Thunder and lightning. We haven't seen that in a couple of games, though, thus far, Doctor.
No, and once again, it's a high press by Kansas City that seems to be foiling any kind of offensive momentum from the Ontario Fury, something that has proved effective versus this team in the past. Kansas City clearly done their homework.
Stinson tried to find Frank. Frank tried to find Topete. We're under 5 minutes left to go here in this first quarter. Alvarado registered himself a couple of goals a couple of games ago. The Loyola Marymount grad. Stinson out to Topete. Topete with Andreas on him. Oh, good movement. But that's going to be a whistle. Ball's going to come back to the Fury.
Quick restart here just outside the yellow.
Pacheco. Out to Stinson. Stinson back out to Topete. Topete with a little bit of space. Passes it out to Uzi. Uzi with Tetsane on him. Back out to Topete. Pacheco. Stinson tried to make a move, but that play gets broken up by Sosa. And it's Flores kicking the scoreboard.
That's a first. I have never seen a ball hit the scoreboard here at Toyota Arena before.
He's certainly got a lot of boot on that leather. And it's going to be the Fury with the restart on the yellow line. Thiago Gonçalves is there.
And with that, Sandovari heads back to the bench. His 5-minute penalty has expired.
Pacheco out to Stinson. Stinson tried to pass it back to P. Good hustle by the Stinger, getting the ball back, and that's going to be a foul on Nacho Flores.
Yeah, Nacho, just a bit of a trip there on the Stinger. Once again, he finds himself toppling over right next to the boards, and Kansas City avoids a blue card yet again.
Good sportsmanship, though, between the two sides. Gonçalves out to Palmer. Andreas pressuring him. Back out to Thiago. Thiago getting by Sodal. And Frank tried to get a shot, but misdirection. Stinson with it. And it's Nacho coming up with the ball. Sosa passing out to Marquez. Marquez getting the second goal of this game thus far. And that's going to be a whistle on Robert Palmer.
Yeah, Berto, just a bit of a trip there. Got the wrong side of the player. Tried to extend a leg towards the ball, but unfortunately got player.
3 minutes and 23 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. Folks, if you're just joining us right now, an interesting scoring line. The Kansas City Comets, without several players, are leading the Ontario Fury in Ontario with a score of 2-0. Chris Toth passing the ball out to Mansoure. Mansoure, he's got some wheels on him. Good footwork by London. London passing it out to De Leon. De Leon out to the midfield to Palmer. De Leon with a shot, and that ball gets deflected into the netting by Tetsane. Restart for the Fury.
We see another quick line change here by the Fury as the refs place that beautiful Flight ball on the spot. The official match ball of the MASL is designed and produced by Flight expertly for the indoor game. Flight, the premier partner of choice. Flight, challenge everything.
Gonçalves out to Topete. Topete to Stinson. Stinson with a shot. That ball gets blocked. Pacheco with a shot. That just misses. Off of the boards. Thiago Gonçalves there to pick it up.
Best possession of the game so far for the Ontario Fury. 2 good shots, both just missing. Need that goal to be a little wider, Philly.
Fury are knocking on that door, that's for certain. Needing to make up the difference thus far. They find themselves in a hole, down 2-0 at home with 2 minutes and 27 seconds left to go. It's Tayu with Lee on him. And that ball gets taken away by the Comets. Sosa out to Andreas. The Brazilian Danny Rojas. Again, I love watching this kid playing with passion. I noticed him in the Central Cup for the first time. I love seeing a kid play with his type of energy. You can tell he loves this game. He's passionate about the indoor sport. And quite the Instagram following. About 40,000 followers. He's got almost half of what the league has. Amazing. Him and James Togba, for that matter.
Impressive stuff.
Alan Perez out to Israel Cisse. Cisse trying to get by Marquez. Passes it out to Alvarado. Alvarado back out to Cisse. Cisse to Hernandez. Abreu giving him some pressure. Pushing Hernandez out. Out to Tayu. Big Frank trying to get by Tetsane. Good pressure by the Kansas City Comets. Good pass from Alan Perez to Frank Tayu. Can the King break free? Good pressure by Kansas City. Cisse making his move out to Alvarado. Alvarado off of the boards. I don't know if it was a shot or a pass, but either way, the Fury still have it. Still maintain possession.
Looked like Alvarado was trying to play one off the boards to the King there, and just got a little too much mustard on it.
A little too much hustle behind that muscle. Pacheco to Stinson. Stinson trying to make his move on Abreu. He's got 2 Comets on him. Passes it out to Tayu. We're under a minute to go here in this first quarter. Thiago back out to Uzi. Uzi with a shot. Uzi into the netting, and that's going to be goalkeeper distribution for the Kansas City Comets. Meisner rolls it out to Ray Lee. He's facing some pressure by Pacheco. And that ball comes back out to Flores. Flores passing it out to Marquez. 2 big bodies in Uzi Tayu and Rian Marquez. Pacheco out to Stinson. Fury with a little bit of space. Stinson out to Mansoure. Mansoure out to P. Under 30 seconds to go. Stinson with a shot. Oh, and that just misses. Uzi with a shot. That ball gets blocked by Marquez. Mansoure out to Pacheco. Pacheco out to Tayu. Stinson. And that's going to be a foul.
And it appears as though we have a blue card being issued to Kansas City for the last 11.6 seconds of the first quarter, and the remainder going into the second quarter. The Ontario Fury are going to find themselves on a power play.
A trip to Smurf Village for Nacho Flores.
The Ontario Fury currently converting on 35% of their power plays. The Kansas City Comets currently killing 23 of 38, just over 60% of their power plays. Folks, we'd like to remind you about our friend Alex Bostjuvansky at MASL Primetime. MASL Primetime is the home for the best highlights, interviews, and action from the MASL each week. Catch the latest episode each Wednesday.
Pacheco with a shot. That gets off of the hands off of Meisner. Less than 10 seconds left to go. Fury trying to make a play. Stinson with a shot. Off of the boards. Pacheco in some space. Off of the boards again. Stinson, one more shot. Nothing. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Folks, it's been all Kansas City thus far with a scoring line of 2-0.
And we'd like to thank Larson LLP for bringing us this first quarter break. Larson LLP, unrivaled experience, unrelenting advocacy, and unparalleled results. And we will be right back with the second quarter after this.
Jeff, what's going on? It's Philly. I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. From one supposed rock star to a real rock star, wishing you all the best in health and wealth. Thank you so much for everything that you do for the Ontario Fury, for the community, and obviously for us. God bless. Looking forward to celebrating many more birthdays with you. And let's get a Fury W tonight. Happy birthday, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. It's Amanda, the Panda here. Just want to wish you a very special happy birthday and a big thank you for all that you've done for us, for the Fury, and for the community. I can think of no better birthday present for you than a big old Fury win tonight, so let's do it. Happy birthday, Jeff.
Happiest of birthdays to the best damn owner in sports, Jeff. We appreciate you and everything you do for us, the Fury, and the community. Bless you, sir, and happiest of birthdays to you.
Happy birthday, Jeff. Thank you for all the support and time with helping with this organization. We hope you the best. and we hope we can get you 3 points on this special day. Thank you.
Happy birthday to my friend and the best owner in professional sports, Jeff.
Happy birthday, Jeff. Wishing you the best. We appreciate everything you do for the Ontario Fury. Hope you have an amazing day. And again, on behalf of the entire front office, thank you and happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Uncle Jeff.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
All right, thank you.
Available interior work surface to work it out up front, plus the capability of available Pro Power on board to work it out in back. Tough this smart can only be called F-150. Introducing the all-new 2021 Ford F-150.
As we get ready for the start of the second quarter, we'd like to remind you that MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All of the latest news, standings, and in-depth features. Bookmark the page now so you don't miss a note.
And we're back with the start of the second quarter. Again, Doctor, I'm surprised. I'm sure plenty of people around the nation right now are surprised at this scoring line. Not because of the two teams on there, but because of the fact that the Comets don't have so many players that contribute to the offensive line. The fact that they're up on a full and rested Fury team 2-0 is quite a big deal.
It's got to be the Bud Bump, one might say, of Coach Brian Budzinski leading the Comets tonight.
Or at the very least, they're doing this for Leo Gibson. Leo and Lishan, again, God bless you. Congratulations on the birth of your third child. God bless. Topete with a shot, and that ball, Johnny Topete! And the Fury get themselves on the board, 2-1. What a rocket by Johnny Thunders.
Well, we have talked so much about the combination of Thiago and Topete, but what about the Toth assist on this golazo? Wonderful stuff. Seeing the keeper get forward and get involved in the power play, finds himself an assist, and this time he didn't have to throw it all the way down the pitch to get it.
Nope. That's Toth's second assist of the season and Topete's 8th goal. Could that be what the Fury need to get themselves back into this game? You could already feel the momentum shifting here in Toyota Arena. And there's a shot saved by Toth. Tetsane got a good boot on it.
Toth, having had nose fractures in his history, took a mean play off the beak earlier this season, took that one right off the kisser as well, too. Looks like he's struggling to find perhaps a little bit of clarity, a little bit of focus to the game. He's got some Tweety Birds himself dancing around his dome piece. Hopefully he gets his head back in this one and quickly.
Chris Toth's a tough kid. We know he's got this. He's got the ball, goalkeeper distribution, rolls it out to Emmanuel Aguirre. Aguirre with a lot of pressure on him, passes it out, but it's Ray Lee there. Nice backheel pass by Sosa to James. Adam James passes it out to Marquez. Marquez already with a goal thus far in this game. To Sousa, out to Ray Lee.
Yeah, once again, it's the high press by Kansas City we saw throughout that first quarter coming back here in the second. Been effective so far. No reason to abandon now. Fury
with some good pressure breaking up that play by Sosa. Out to Ray Lee. He's got some hustle behind there. You know he can make that pass and that shot. Marquez with Tayu on him. Marquez passes it back out to Sosa. Sosa to Marquez. Good battle. And that's going to be a whistle. Foul's going to go on to Uzi Tayu's resume.
Yeah, that's Uzi's second of the half so far. It's going to be a quick restart here from just outside the corner for Kansas City.
That ball gets deflected off. Chris Toth scoops it up. Goalkeeper distribution right here. Toth tried to go right, but he passes it out to Cisse. Cisse with a little bit of pressure on him. Ball goes back to Toth. Toth, long pass to Perez. Perez in his rookie season. And that ball gets stolen by Kansas City. Rayleigh tried to find Andreas. Off of the boards. Two Brazilians battling against each other. Sosa, the Colombian, the captain of this team, back out to Ray Lee. Lee out to Marquez. Marquez backheels it, intercepted by Taiyu. Ball gets high, back to Kansas City. And that's going to be a whistle. That foul's going to go against George De Leon.
Yeah, once again, just getting hands on both sides of Ray Lee there, tugging him down to the turf. Can't do that.
It's going to be a restart for the Comets. Sosa out to Marquez. Nobody there, and it's the Fury on the counter. The Fury with some numbers. Taiyu to De Leon. De Leon, good defense by Lucas. Off of the boards. Nothing for the Fury. Good defense by the Comets, breaking up a nice counter opportunity for Ontario. And that's going to be a foul against Rian Marquez. Foul on Thiago Gonçalves.
Yeah, Gonçalves a little slow to get up. Looks like he hurt his wrist going down. He's going to be heading to the bench. Hopefully he's okay to come back in.
He has spent some time away from the turf. He had sustained a hamstring injury earlier on in the season. But Thiago Gonçalves, he himself having a pretty darn good year for the Ontario Fury. 3 goals, 10 assists, 13 points. Their leader in assists thus far this season. And that's Toth. Out to Topete. Topete. Battle on the boards. Kansas City comes up with it. Intercepted by the Fury. Taiyu, wow, what an amazing play. Big Frank wielding that head, wielding that scepter. The Fury tie the game. What a goal by the King. It is 2-2 here in Ontario.
How does Frank stay with this one? Fantastic work by him as he collects this ball and heads it into the back of the net. Oh, let your bulldog bark and your canary sing, but when Frank's out on the wing, it's good to be king.
I'm quite impressed with the freestyle there, my man. And you got to credit Pacheco there. I mean, he gets a marvelous assist, lobs that up. Frank elevates, punching the pelota into the polyurethane. We are even here in Toyota Arena. It is 2-2 in the second quarter with 12 minutes to go in the half. Pacheco with some pressure on Meisner. We've got an empty net.
Oh, so close for the Fury to find an opportunity against that empty net. Still,
Cisse just misses. Good pressure by the Fury. That's a ball that Cisse would want back. Normally, that's a goal that he's going to score. Restart, and that's going to come back to Ontario. Palmer with some space. Palmer with a shot. That gets deflected off of Nacho. Meisner scoops it back up.
Ooh, Meisner awfully close to being outside of the box when he collected that ball. Good work by him to just thread that line.
Off of the boards to Tetsane. Tetsane. Oh, and it's Justin Stinson there. Passes it back out to Thiago. Thiago out of play.
Yeah, we're going to have a top-of-the-arc restart. Great opportunity for the Comets here to break the deadlock as we are sitting at 2-2 with 11-12 left here in the second.
Now, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this correctly, but, Doctor, have you ever heard of the country of Lesotho?
No, sir. That'd be a new one on me.
Yeah, Lesotho, Africa. Tetsane has represented them on the senior team, the U17 and the U20. There's a shot by Sosa, blocked by Chris Toth. A country with a population of only 300,000. I will say, same as you, first time I've ever heard of that nation. And we have a representative here in the Inland Empire.
Very small at 300,000. I'm pretty sure both of our hometowns dwarf that in size just here in the suburbs of Los Angeles.
I mean, I don't know. I'm from a small town in New York called Queens. I don't know, man. James out to Sosa. Sosa dumping it down low to Souza. And that's going to be a whistle. That's going to be a foul on Ontario.
Stinson got quite a bit of contact there. He is luckily not to. Oh, no, he is heading to the sin bin. That is a blue card issued from across the field. The referee closest to action did not issue, but we do have a blue card issued against Stinson there. He is going to be heading to the sin bin for 2 minutes. That's going to go ahead and bring the Comets out onto the power play, which they have converted at 45.5% this season against an Ontario kill of just about 2/3, 66% for the Fury.
Very good position for the Comets to find themselves in. Justin Stinson, a lethal weapon for Ontario, sitting out for the next 2 minutes. Comets on the man advantage. Shot by Ray Lee. Ray Lee scores a golazo. Kansas City Comets are up 3-2 right now. And once again, it's the penalty kill that is the Achilles heel for the Ontario Fury. What a great shot. Great shot by Ray Lee.
What a beautiful bit of set-piece magic there by Kansas City, faking the ball to Tetsane, and instead you have the second player who finds it, gets the entire defense thinking one direction as the fake comes, and you have Ray Lee on the ball who finds the back of the net for his 6th goal of the season, his 15th point, and with that the Comets have taken a lead 3-2 with just over 10.5 left here in the second. And
Sosa with yet again another assist. Aguirre out to Tayu. That ball gets broken up by the Comets.
We have a bench warning issued to the Ontario Fury in result of that last goal.
Clearly the Fury are not happy about the turn of events thus far. I mean, 3-2 to be down at home against a team that, again, doesn't have their full lineup. The Comets, like you said earlier on, they're doing it for the gaffer. They're doing it for Leo Gibson. And they're playing quite well, despite all the challenges that they're facing thus far. Stinson off of the boards, down low to Tayu. Tayu with Sandovari on him. He kicks it out. Aguirre into the netting, and that's going to come back to Kansas City. Goalkeeper distribution for Meisner.
Oh, Aguirre had himself on the wrong side of the defender. If he could have just brought that pass down as opposed to kneeing it up into the net, he would have had himself a brilliant opportunity. Instead, we play on.
And that's going to be a whistle, a push on Izzy Cisse. Ball's going to come back to Kansas City.
Cisse not happy with that call. He's got to watch himself or he's going to be heading to the bin himself.
Cisse, a veteran of this team, a veteran of this league, basically a part of the Fury since day one. He would love to be rewarded with some type of silverware, some type of trophy, but the Fury have a lot of work to do if they're going to continue on this path and state that they are #championship bound. Sosa with Mansouri on him, passes it out to Ray Lee. Ray Lee turns it over to the Ontario Fury. Toth rolls it out to Perez. Perez, Sodal, he has a shot. Boom! Kansas City strikes again. A bad turnover by the Ontario Fury. And Sodal gets himself a goal. His 3rd of the season. It is another goal. It is 4-2 here in Toyota Arena. Kansas City Comets are up.
Yeah, just a bad bit of footwork there. Unfortunate stuff for Alan Perez. Tries to get a little too cute with it. Unfortunately coughs the ball up. Toth gets 5 hold as that finds the back of the net. And the Comets have doubled up on the Fury once again. They are sitting up 4-2 at this point.
Ali with his 3rd goal of the season. Former member of the Omaha Kings. Midland University graduate. Did his thing. He's got his team doubled up. And it's the Comets again on the counter. Tetsane off of the boards. Adam James has it. Chris Toth is there. Launches it down low to Tayu. Fury have some numbers. Nestor Hernandez there. And that ball gets picked off by Andreas. Kansas City scoring. Kansas City playing good defense. Fury flustered at the moment.
Again, it's that pressure. You saw a 3-on-1 there versus Nestor. He could not find an outlet despite having multiple open players. But when you got 3 defenders sitting right there pushing you against the boards, hard to find that outlet pass as that one almost finds itself back to the Comets as Toth collects.
8 minutes and 28 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. The scoring line, Kansas City 4, Ontario 2. It's a good thing we didn't make a gentleman bet with Nick and Eric thus far. I'm feeling not so great if we were to.
I have a feeling prior to the match they would have been apprehensive to take that bet, although they might be hitting us up at halftime here, Philly.
Well, that's why I went on airplane mode. I didn't want to be distracted. Again, shout out to those guys. That ball comes back to Abreu. Off of the boards. Stinson back into the game. Flores with some space. He has a shot. That just misses. That was inches away from the 5th goal of the game for the Comets.
Ding dong off the post for the Comets.
And that's going to be a whistle. Oh, and we have another trip to Smurf Village. It's going to be Topete. Left, right, left into Smurf Village. Blue card, power play for the Comets.
Yeah, Johnny T gets a penalty as he's going to find himself right in the next 2 minutes on the pine. And the Comets once again have the opportunity to convert on the power play, as it looks like we're going to go ahead and head ourselves to a media timeout. This timeout is going to be brought to you by our friends at National Core. National Community Renaissance and the Hope Through Housing Foundation provide high-quality, affordable apartment homes and supportive services that inspire hope, present opportunity, generate prosperity, and empower individuals of all ages. Join us in transforming lives and communities at hopethroughhousing.org. And we will be right back after this timeout.
Society has an obligation to help others when others are struggling. Families can become distressed because they lose their father. Now a mother's forced to raise their 3 children. How does she get a job? How does she create the means to take care of her kids?
For nearly 30 years, National Core and Hope Through Housing have changed the lives of hundreds of thousands of individuals, providing housing, offering hope, transforming communities. National Core and Hope Through Housing, building the future of community.
Available interior work surface to work it out in front, plus the capability of available Pro Power on board to work it out in back. Tough this smart can only be called F-150. Introducing the all-new 2021 Ford F-150.
And we're back here in Toyota Arena. Scoring line thus far, if you're joining us, it is 4-2 Kansas City. An interesting turn of events thus far. It's been all Comets thus far in this matchup. John Sosa passes it out to Marquez. Ray Lee, and that was another opportunity where they could have gotten another goal. Chris Toth was there, just misdirected. That was a close call for Ontario. Let's take a look at that replay.
Oh, Ray Lee is going to want that one back. He has a wide open look at net, and the ball just looks like it rides up a little high on the boot as he's looking to redirect in the back of the net there, Philly.
Fury are clearly sweating this one out thus far. Sosa with some space. Passes it out. There's a shot. That gets deflected by Uzi into the netting, and that ball's going to come back to Kansas City.
The Fury have struggled versus the power play, versus the extra man, virtually all season. We've already seen one pillage of Smurf Village by the Comets so far this game. Will they find another?
We're just about a minute into this penalty. Can the Fury kill it? Can the Comets be fortuitous and take advantage of this moment? They've done everything right thus far in this match.
It took them just a matter of seconds to convert on their first penalty power play opportunity. They've had a brilliant look so far. Will they find another?
Tetsane out to Sosa. Sosa to Marquez. He's got Souza to the back of him. Good defense by Nestor. Under 30 seconds to go thus far within this power play. Fury are doing a good job of trying to kill this off thus far. Lucas out to Sosa. Sosa to Ray Lee. Back and forth. 15 seconds to go. Tetsane to Sosa. Sosa. There's a header. Saved by Chris Toth. Another save by Toth. Another shot. Deflected. Palmer saved that one. Give him the drink at happy hour. That was Robert Palmer's save. And that is a penalty kill. Back to even strength.
Oh, Toth got a palm on that shot as well, too, as it deflected off his defender. How he had the wherewithal to bring that down. Wow, amazing defense by the Fury as they're able to stifle that power play.
Meisner with a little bit of pressure by Taiyu on him. Ray Lee bringing the ball up. Dumping it down low to Tetsane. He doesn't have anybody with him. It's just him and 3 Fury players. Battle on the boards. Comes back to Ontario. Chris Toth.
Oh.
And that ball gets intercepted by the Comets. Andreas. Berto there once again. off of the boards. He breaks it up. Tiago, headed. And Uzi Tayu breaks the play, and that's going to be a whistle.
Yeah, it looks like Uzi is the one who's going to be fouled on this time, and it's going to be Ontario Fury ball. But once again, something we saw throughout the first quarter and throughout the majority of the second quarter, it's a high press by Kansas City, proving mighty effective.
4 minutes and 47 seconds left to go here in this first half. Scoring line once again, Comets 4, Fury 2. Off of the boards, Frank passes it out to Alvarado. Alvarado with some space. Too much. Sodal, who scored the last goal of this game, still with the ball. Comets advance. It's Nacho with Tiago. Nacho, great move, but Tiago's there to break it up. It's a foot race. Tiago getting by Nacho. Still good defense by the Comets. Intercepted by Kansas City. Andreas tries to chip it past. He has a shot. And that ball comes off of the boards. Chris Toth is there. Dumping it down low to Tayu. Frank. Intercepted by the Comets. Ray Lee. Alan Perez is there. Good play by Alan Perez, the rookie. De Leon. Perez with some space. He has a shot. Saved by Meisner. Another shot. Boom! Golazo! What a great shot by the Ontario Fury. It is 4-3. George De Leon.
De Leon picks up this bouncing ball and absolutely hammers it into the back of the net. The Fury cut the lead in half. It is now 4-3. Picks it up on the half volley, fires wide right of the keeper, who, despite his best efforts, just coming off a dive to his left, cannot dive back to his right. Fury find the back of the net. It is 4-3 with Kansas City still sitting on top as we have 3.5 left.
And it's Kansas City. Oh, what a stop by Chris Toth. He put a knee right on that. That's one of the better saves that you're going to see in this league. But yes, congratulations, George De Leon. That is his 11th goal. Hustle behind that muscle. He knocked that sucker back to Waco, Texas with authority. Intercepted by the Fury. Perez making an impact thus far in this second quarter. He doesn't get many minutes, but he's making the most out of his time in this game. Backheels it. Stinson to Perez. That shot. Oh, he had the space. Just too much, and that ball goes into the netting. Goalkeeper distribution for the Comets.
Oh, Alan Perez had a wide open look at goal. Once again, just gets the boot too far under that beautiful flight ball and fires it up into the netting. He had a brilliant opportunity there. Probably looking goalward and not looking at his feet. Just missed the opportunity to place that one on net.
He found the back of the net once thus far this season. Can he do it again? And that ball comes back to Ontario. Rayleigh kicks it into the netting. Goalkeeper distribution for the Fury. We're at 2 minutes and 53 seconds left to go here in this second quarter. Scoreline 4-3. It has been a really good game thus far. Tayu try to use the boards to his advantage. But the Kansas City Comets defense is there. Andreas using the boards to his favor, passes it out to Ray Lee. Ray Lee with a little bit of pressure on him. Sosa with Pacheco on him. The Fury are pressing high at this point. The ball comes back out to Flores. Flores to Lee. Tried to find Lee. Uzi Tayu there, intercept. Pacheco out to Stinson. Stinson with a shot. Just a bit outside, as Bob Uecker would say in the movie Major League.
Yeah. Just a bit outside, by about 40 feet above the glass there. If you're a Kansas City fan, you have to be ecstatic with the way your team is performing down a man. If you're an Ontario Fury fan, you have to be frustrated right now with the inability to get any kind of momentum going.
And we had a situation in which Pacheco had a shot. That ball gets deflected. We see Meisner down on the ground. Love to see the replay to see exactly what happened here.
Yeah, it looks like a handball is going to be called against Kansas City, inadvertently deflecting the shot as it comes forward here. We're about to see, a handball there. Meisner comes down on the pitch. Looks like he takes a bit of a shot from London as he goes down. He's quick to get back up. We're going to get a restart for the Fury off the handball call. Looks like it's going to be just outside the box.
A game of inches, and clearly we're inches away from being inside the box. It's going to be either Tiago or Frank on the restart. You see a heavy, heavy Kansas City wall in front of them. And it's going to be Tiago. You've got Stinson there. You've got Topete way on the right. Pacheco up front. 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Fury find themselves down a goal, but fighting to get back in this game. And Tiago calls a timeout.
Summon your inner Eric Bergrid. What a perfect time for a timeout. And folks, we head to this timeout presented by our friends at National Core. We will be right back on the other side of these messages for more MASL action.
Thanks, boys. Hey, the only thing we care about is getting fans in the stands, and we want to help make that as easy as possible on all of you. So whether you're vaccinated or unvaccinated, we've got a solution because we have partnered with Premier COVID Testing so that we can provide you all with free COVID tests on site. They're fast, they're easy, and they're going to allow you all to join us in the arena tonight so that we can cheer on with our Fury faithful. Rise with Fury. Back to you guys in the booth.
So LA fitted with the flip-flops. All gold rolling with the wristwatch. White Pro Club and some tube socks. Dickies on the waist, been chilling at the marathon. From Victor Crenshaw with the line.
Dig this.
The 60s with the signs. The Blake Night Walker on the grind. Living in Hill, swearing everything fine. Hey, man, I'm so LA.
Folks, on the 16th, the talent you are currently seeing right now on your screen is going to be joining us for a halftime performance. Please head to OntarioFury.com. Pick up your tickets now to not miss out on a wonderful halftime performance, folks. Network Utopia coming soon.
Back now here in Toyota Arena. It's the Fury on the restart. Tiago. There's a shot. Saved by Meisner.
Oh, what a beautiful save by Meisner, getting a boot on that shot as his momentum was taking him the opposite direction to be able to get a foot back going the other way.
Both keepers have been busy in this quarter.
Neto who?
Meisner, again, doing a very great job in his time in net for the Kansas City Comets. Berto. Off of the boards to Tayu. Frank passes it out to Topete. 1:30 left to go here in the half. Topete, back out to Berto. Fury trying to get this game equalized before they go back to the locker room. That could be how the momentum shifts. Topete tried to slither it in, but Meisner was there to scoop it up. Ball comes back to Kansas City. Sosa dumps one down low. Battle, but the Fury come back up. Oh, no! Miscommunication. Oh, and there's a shot by Rian Marquez. Chris Toth with the wherewithal. Heck of a save by Chris Toth. And we're under a minute to go in this quarter, Doctor.
Yeah, the Fury not doing themselves any favors with their defensive distribution into the midfield at this point. Multiple times we have seen unnecessary turnovers result in Kansas City opportunities. And again, on the offensive end, just dumping it into an empty section of the field.
Good play by Pacheco. Intercepted by Andreas. But the Fury still have it. 33 seconds left to go. Berto out to De Leon. De Leon with the last goal of the game. Berto getting by Andreas. Nice pass. Alvarado trying to make his play past Nacho. Aguirre with Adam James on him. Back up top. Under 10 seconds left to go here. Can the Fury get a shot off? Chris Toth comes up, trying to give the Fury a man advantage. Aguirre off of the boards. Meisner has it. Scoops it up. Lets it go down low. Nope. And that is the end of the first half. The scoring line thus far, the Kansas City Comets up 4-3 on the hometown Ontario Fury. Doctor, what do you got for me?
Folks, before we send you to halftime, we'd like to remind you that Chill.com is the official CBD brand of the MASL, helping our athletes reach their maximum potential by promoting proper and expedited recovery. Welcome to the club, Chill Brands. Of course, the highlights of this first half and the highlights of each and every MASL game can be found at MASL Primetime, the home for the best highlights, interviews, interviews, and action from the MASL each week. Catch the latest episode each Wednesday on MASL TV with the homie Alex Bostjuvansky. Folks, we're going to send you to some quick highlights real quick, and we'll be right back after this halftime, powered by Ford. Thank you, everyone at MASL TV, and we'll catch you on the other side.
Jeff, what's going on? It's Philly. I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday from one supposed rock star to a real rock star. Wishing you all the best in health and wealth. Thank you so much for everything that you do for the Ontario Fury, for the community, and obviously for us. God bless. Looking forward to celebrating many more birthdays with you. And let's get a Fury W tonight. Happy birthday, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. It's Amanda, the Panda here. Just want to wish you a very special happy birthday and a big thank you for all that you've done for us, for the Fury, and for the community. I can think of no better birthday present for you than a big old Fury win tonight, so let's do it. Happy birthday, Jeff.
Happiest of birthdays to the best damn owner in sports, Jeff. We appreciate you and everything you do for us, the Fury, and the community. Bless you, sir, and happiest of birthdays to you.
Happy birthday, Jeff. Thank you for all the support and time with helping with this organization. We hope you the best, and we hope we can get you 3 points on this special day. Thank you.
Happy birthday to my friend and the best owner in professional sports, Jeff.
Happy birthday, Jeff. Wishing you the best. We appreciate everything you do for the Ontario Fury. Hope you have an amazing day. And again, on behalf of the entire front office, thank you and happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Uncle Jeff.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Oh, thank you.
Get Entire game, who we attack. We take our time, we'll head it back. We on our heels, counter-attack. Fake that wall pass, get into the open man. We hitting angles on angles, don't let that 3-line pass. It's a short field, so we don't need them long runs. We need the 7th man to help us till it's all done. Everybody stand, everybody wave your hands. We the 7th man, Ontario fans. Say it loudly, say it proudly. Ontario, what? Ontario. Everybody stand, everybody clap. We the 7th man, Ontario fans. Say it loudly, say it proudly. Ontario, what? Ontario. We getting loud, we standing proud. Our hand clap is getting insane now. Hear the screams, hear what I mean? Ontario Fury. Everybody stand, everybody wave your hands. We the 7th man, Ontario fans. Say it loudly, say it proudly. Ontario, what? Ontario. Everybody stand, everybody clap. We the 7th man, Ontario fans. Say it loudly, say it proudly. Ontario, what? Ontario. We are Ontario. Say what? Say it louder. Here we go. Ontario. We are Ontario. Come on. Let's go. Ontario.
We can talk about vaccine hesitancy.
There is a subcategory that is afraid about the speed at which the vaccine was developed. The pioneers are just amazing, incredible individuals. I mean, we're standing on the work that they did.
It really wasn't rushed through. It's extremely difficult to predict who's going to die from COVID and who's not going to die from it.
Society has an obligation to help others when others are struggling. Families can become distressed because they lose their father. Now a mother's forced to raise her 3 children. How does she get a job? How does she create the means to take care of her kids?
For nearly 30 years, National Core and Hope Through Housing have changed the lives of hundreds of thousands of individuals, providing housing, offering hope, transforming communities. National Core and Hope Through Housing, building the future of community.
action. The rebound is Cisse.
What's going on, Fury faithful? Welcome to Striking Fury, the official podcast for the Ontario Fury. I am one half of the husband and wife faction that is here to bring to you the Ontario Fury action. The self-proclaimed beast from the East, I am Christian Philly Filament.
And always fine with a glass of wine, I am the better half of this dynamic duo. I am Amanda the Panda Filament.
Wine and the better half. You've really outdone yourself today, Panda.
That's right, and we are your Ontario Fury podcast.
Everybody stand, everybody wave your hands. We the seventh man, Ontario fans. Say it loudly, say it proudly. Ontario, what? Ontario. Everybody stand, everybody clap. We the seventh man, Ontario fans. Say it loudly, say it proudly. Ontario, what? Ontario.
Available interior work surface to work it out up front, plus the capability of available Pro Power on board to work it out in back. Tough this smart can only be called F-150. Introducing the all-new 2021 Ford F-150.
We can talk about vaccine hesitancy.
There is a subcategory that is afraid about the speed at which the vaccine was developed. The pioneers are just amazing, incredible individuals. I mean, we're standing on the work that they did.
It really wasn't rushed through. It's extremely difficult to predict who's going to die from COVID and who's not going to die from it.
So I'm here with head coach Jimmy Norberg, and Jimmy, despite the depleted team that the KC Comets came in with, were you surprised with the way they came out playing today?
I'm not. It's in their DNA as a team and an organization, and they work hard. So I knew they were going to come out and press us, and it was up to us to break that pressure. And they had a very good half.
Absolutely. I know that towards the end of that first half, there definitely was a little shift in the momentum with the Fury. How do you feel going into the second half, and what did you say to the guys to get them fired up for this?
Yeah, we just got to match the energy level and come out and we got to finish our chances. We've had some really good chances, and we put it up over the goal. So hopefully we can win some early balls and capitalize on some of these chances.
Absolutely. There's a lot of game left to play. I'm excited to see what happens. Good luck to you in the second half.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, back to you guys in the booth.
Folks, we'd like to thank IEHP. Reach your healthcare goals with an assist from IEHP, your Inland Empire Health Plan. Visit IEHP.org to learn more. And you're back, folks, at MASL TV, live with the voice of Fury himself, Christian Philly Philemon, and myself, Jonathan, the Dr. Reimer. Philly, what are your thoughts on that first half?
Doctor, it's been a crazy game thus far. If you look down on the turf, you count 11. Hence 11 members of the Kansas City Comets that are wearing a jersey. Coach Stefan Stokic had to don a uniform because they had no bodies on there. Yet despite the fact that they only have 11 players on the turf right now, they are leading the Fury at home. But the person that has been the MVP thus far, that's kept the Fury in this game, if you look at the stat line, Chris Toth with 11 saves in the first 30 minutes of this game. He has certainly kept the Fury in this one.
Yeah, Chris probably wants those first 2 goals back, but still been putting in an excellent performance, something we have come to expect from the Iceman himself week in and week out.
And we are back, third quarter underway. MASL Soccer, live on MASL TV. There is no place in the world I would rather be than watching MASL TV.
As we see that beautiful Flight ball head up into the rafters, we'd like to remind you that Flight is the official match ball designed and produced for the MASL, expertly for the indoor game. Flight, your premier partner of choice. Flight, challenge everything.
Israel Cisse making his move on Adam James, passes it back out to Uzi Tayu. Uzi out to Stinson, the stinger, with Nacho Flores marking him. Stinson dumps it down low off of the boards to Tayu. Broken up by Andreas. Adam James has it. Breaks the ball up. And folks, again, if you're just joining us right now, a really interesting scoring line. 4-3 Kansas City Comets. Again, only 11 players on the Comets. They don't have Nick McDonald. Suspended. They don't have Ramon Palmer. Suspended. They don't have Leo Gibson, third child. God bless you, Leo. They don't have Mike Da Silva. There's several players on this team that contribute that aren't here yet. Despite all of that, they are still winning 4-3. Again, shocking to me as a neutral party, if I must say so.
Yeah, Stefan Stokic rocking the number 98 kit, a potential arrival late in this game. And of course, the Comets under the gaffership of none other than Brian Budzinski, their official head coach for tonight's match.
Restart for the Fury. Berto, former member of the Kansas City Comets, and in case you didn't hear it during the pregame, the leader in blocked shots in franchise history as per the stats that we were given. Berto passes it out to De Leon. De Leon out to Gonçalves. Gonçalves tries to find Berto. Berto heads it. Berto bomb! Berto header bomb! The Fury equalized the game. Let's go, Doctor, give us the news!
We've got ourselves a Berto bomb as Berto starts the play near mid-pitch there. Collects himself, finds the pass. Oh, just a beautiful header, back post. Absolutely nothing keeper can do for that one. We've got ourselves a tie ball game. We are knotted up at 4 here in the third quarter as a Berto bomb finds the back of the net off the forehead of none other than the former Kansas City Comet, Roberto Palmer himself.
Berto head bomb, and you got to say this some type of poetic justice. Berto, a former member of the Kansas City Comets, notching himself a goal, getting another one on the season. Fury on the counter. De Leon with some moves. De Leon, boom! Another goal for the Fury. They are turning it up here in the third quarter. Boom! Let's go, Doctor, more news now.
Well, the Fury have been quick at scoring second goals throughout the course of this season. They have set and broken their own second best record so far this season twice. Could we perhaps, statistician Bill Norris, have yet another record for the Ontario Fury as they find the back of the goal seconds after tying the game? And it is a beautiful golazo this time as the Fury have now taken the lead. It is 5-4 Fury.
I didn't have enough time to admire the Berto head bomb. His 8th goal, De Leon his 12th goal of the season, and in a quick turn of events, the Fury find themselves up for the first time in this match, 5-4 with 13 minutes and 8 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
Well, whatever Jimmy Nordberg said at halftime, my goodness, coach, record it and play it again because the Fury have come out firing here in the third quarter.
He probably hooked them up with some of that chill CBD brand to calm them down, and whatever they're on right now, this is amazing. This is the best 2 minutes I've seen from the Fury in a very very long time. Tayu out to Hernandez. Fury on the counter again. Nestor, shot. Israel Cisse. We got another goal. The captain punching it into the back of the net. Fury go up again, Doctor.
Izzy Cisse summoned his inner Chicharito. He must have seen at halftime that his former team, LA Galaxy, had some late-game magic as he finds himself in the latter half of this game finding the back of the net, and the Fury have scored yet again. It is 3 goals in less than a breath to start the third quarter as the Fury have now taken the lead.
Less than a breath? I'm already out of breath. I feel like I'm playing. Israel Cisse, not known for scoring many goals, registers his second goal of the season, and out of nowhere, in the blink of an eye, the Fury go up, shell-shocking the Kansas City Comets. Wow!
And with that, the Comets are going to have to take themselves a timeout in order to regroup. The timeout here in our third quarter is brought to you by our friends at Larson LLP. Larson, unrivaled experience, unrelenting advocacy, and unparalleled results. And folks, we are going to catch our breath. We will be right back after these messages. That's got to be a record.
That's got to be a record.
Chilling at the marathon. From Victor Crenshaw was the line. 120 up to 60s, beat the signs. The Blade Night Walker on the grind. Living in hell, swearing everything fine. Hey, man, I'm so LA. Grew up in the spot where the hunters do pray. Post on the block where they sell that Kool-Aid. Hoodie down, boogie now, hit as cool as Cool J. Hey.
Available interior work surface to work it out up front, plus the capability of available Pro Power on board to work it out and back. Tough this smart can only be called F-150. Introducing the all-new 2021 Ford.
Folks, it has been confirmed. A record has been tied tonight. The Ontario Fury with their second fastest 2 goals in franchise history, tying a franchise record. None other than a Berto bomb by Roberto Palmer and Jorge De Leon, 15 seconds apart. Fantastic work by the Fury to get themselves a lead quickly here in the third quarter, Philly.
Yep, again, 12 minutes and 22 seconds left to go in this quarter. I feel like an eternity has gone by, but the Fury find themselves up 6-4. This has been nuts thus far. Topete getting by the Comets defense. It's Stinson. Stinson with Ray Lee on him. Stinson trying to create some space. Backheel passes it. Alvarado back out to Stinson. Alvarado, Loyola Marymount's finest, with a shot. He has it just off of the hands of Meisner above the crossbar. Stinson there with the deflection, picks it up, passes it back out to Topete. Topete to Alvarado. You can sense it. You can feel it. The Fury are acting furiously. This is a lot of energy, a lot of output. Again, the best I've seen the Fury in a minute. Stinson out to Pacheco. P passes it out. Mansoure out to Alvarado. He has Sosa on him. Trying to get by the defender. Off of the boards to Topete. Topete with Andreos on him. Passes out. Stinson trying to get by. How he got by those 2 Kansas City Comets defenders is beyond me. A juggling whiz.
I swear Stinson puts the ball in his pocket the way he's able to keep it. It is sensational, the work that he puts in. We've discussed ad nauseum throughout the course of this game how Kansas City is playing for their owner, Brian Budzinski, their acting head coach tonight. The Fury obviously celebrating the birthday of Jeff Burham, the owner and managing partner.
Tayu with a shot. Whoa! Meisner caught it. It looked like he fell backwards, but no goal. But obviously Frank with some authority, punching that in, knocking Meisner back. Heck of a save for the young keeper. And that's Nacho Flores. Passes it out, and we have a whistle on the turf.
Looks like it's going to go Fury's direction. The foul is going to be called against Kansas City here for pushing. And wow, not a chance for us to get a breath here in this third quarter. It has been raining action here in Toyota Arena. My goodness, both teams fighting for their ownership. Ontario Fury celebrating the birthday of managing partner Jeff Burham. The Kansas City Comets, with their owner playing the role of head coach tonight with their depleted staff. Both teams something to fight for, and it has been a furious bit of action so far in Fury versus Comets here in the third quarter.
It most certainly has. We see Emmanuel Aguirre trying to cross the midfield, passes it out to Thiago Gonçalves. Thiago with Andreas on him, off of the boards to Uzi Tayu. Uzi with Abreu on him, passes it back out to Aguirre. Aguirre out to Nestor Hernandez. Nestor Hernandez with Nacho Flores on him. Off of the boards to Tayu. Tayu with Sandovari on him. That ball gets intercepted, but that's going to be a whistle and the ball's going to come back to Ontario.
Yeah, Sandovari just holding on to Frank there, something that is mighty difficult to do given the size and power of one Frank Tayu, but he gets whistled and the Fury have a chance to extend the lead with a beautiful restart opportunity here.
Restart, Thiago Gonçalves is there. Take a look at Justin Stinson, wide open on the other side. Emmanuel Aguirre at the top of the box. Thiago. Try to find Tayu, intercepted by Nacho. Nacho breaks that up. It's a foot race between Tetsani and Pacheco. Passes it out to Chris Toth. Toth tries to find Frank, but it's Sandovari there to pick it up. Pressure on Meisner. Stinson.
Dangerous pass back to Meisner there. Kansas City lucky that didn't result in something more furious.
And that looks like it's going to be a whistle on Berto. Berto pushing Tetsane. Restart goes in the hands of Kansas City. Flores out to Sandovari. A little bit of pressure by Stinson on him. Off the boards. That's going to come back. Fury ball.
Sandovari found the one piece of Toyota Arena that does not have glass all the way down and nearly took out our cameraman.
Almost took out John Spire, our PA guy. Topete crossing the midfield. Out to London. Abdul Mansouri sporting a new number 24 thus far. Back out to Robert Palmer. Robert Palmer passing it out. De Leon. De Leon back out to Berto. Pressure by Rian Marquez. Stinson trying to get by Souza. Alan Perez, the rookie, with Sandovari on him. That ball gets taken away. Whoa! Mansouri gets the ball away from Ray Lee, and it's Meisner taking a gamble but breaking the play up. Perez back out to Berto. Berto to Stinson. Stinson with a little bit of space. Wisely pushes it back out. Berto. That ball gets deflected by Kansas City. Berto with some space. Berto passes out to Mansouri. Mansouri saved! Saved by Meisner. Heck of a save. London's going to want that ball back. Let's take a look at that replay, Doctor.
Oh, my goodness. How does Abdul Mansouri not find the back of the net here? Sensational keeping by Meisner as he's able to not only stop a first but second effort from Abdul Mansouri to keep the Comets within two here with 8:30 left to go in the third.
And again, this is a whole different level of energy for Ontario. They're playing with their hair on fire. Nice pass by De Leon to Perez. Perez with a shot off of the boards. That gets deflected. Frank Tayu there to pick it up. Passes it out. De Leon.
Oh, beautiful defensive header from Souza kept Cisse from being able to track that following reflection.
And even Cisse getting himself offensively in this game. Alvarado. Alvarado with Andreas on him. Andreas picks his pocket. Passes it back. Oh, a little bit of miscommunication. He wanted it to go to Sosa, and it's Meisner kicking it out of play.
That'll be a top-of-the-arc restart as we get a quick change here. We've got ourselves a media timeout. Folks, we'll be right back after these messages and a quick feature from Striking Fury, the official podcast of the Ontario Fury.
What's going on, Fury faithful? Welcome to Striking Fury, the official podcast for the Ontario Fury. I am one half of the husband and wife faction that is here to bring to you the Ontario Fury action. The self-proclaimed beast from the east, I am Christian Philly Filament.
And always fine with a glass of wine, I am the better half of this dynamic duo. I am Amanda the Panda Filament.
Wine and the better half. You've really outdone yourself today, Panda.
That's right, and we are your Ontario Fury podcast.
Everybody stand, everybody wave your hands. We the seventh man, Ontario fans. Say it loudly, say it proudly. Ontario, what? Ontario. Everybody stand, everybody clap. We the seventh man, Ontario fans. Say it loudly, say it.
MASL Primetime is the home for the best highlights, interviews, and action from the MASL each week. Catch the latest episode each Wednesday on MASL TV with none other than the legend himself, Alex Bostjuvanski.
Legend indeed. We've had some time on MASL Primetime. It's a great show. Taiyu out to Pacheco. Pacheco, that ball gets deflected off of Sosa. Sosa passing it out to Tetsani. Foot race. Frank Taiyu breaking that play up. Passes it back out to Chris Toth.
Love to see the hustle from Big Frank there, beating Tetsani in the foot race.
That ball comes back off of the boards. It's Tiago and Tetsani off of the boards to Taiyu. Frank passes it out to Stinson. Fury it's 2-on-2 on the counter. Stinson to Taiyu. Taiyu with John Sosa on him. Taiyu with some space. Taiyu with a shot that just misses, banging off the MGR boards.
Oh, Frank wants that one back. You can tell he thought he had found the back of the net.
Tiago tried to find Uzi. Uzi, that ball comes off of the boards. Tetsane.
Oh, and Uzi is down. He is hurting right now as Kansas City attempts to play on, but finally we get a stoppage of play. As we see on the replay here, he just gets his ankle rolled as he goes into the keeper there. Unfortunate stuff. Hopefully Uzi is quick to get back up. The Fury need him if they are going to see out this lead. He is slow to get back up, but finally back on his feet, Philly.
The Fury certainly need Uzi Taiyu in this game. Uzi, arguably the heart and soul into this on this Fury team.
Oh, he might need to take a trip himself to IEHP. Score no-cost or low-cost healthcare coverage from IEHP, your Inland Empire health plan. To learn more, visit IEHP.org.
How do you think the birthday boy is feeling thus far? Our owner, Jeff Burham, should be a lot happier thus far in this third quarter than as compared to the first two, wouldn't you say?
Well, he's certainly going to be happy with this third quarter and with whatever his coach Jimmy Nordberg has said at halftime.
Look at the wheels on Abdul Mansoure. Oh, handball there. London. Again, the kid in college played soccer in Wilmington, in Delaware. He also ran track, and you can see his track accolades right there. Such speed young Abdul Mansoure has. That's going to be a foul on Ryan Marquez.
Speaking of Mansoure, he's a Chelsea boy. Congrats to his Chelsea team on winning Club World Cup, something he is assuredly ecstatic about.
Aguirre battling with Tetsane. Tried to utilize the boards in his favor, but Tetsane was there. Passing out to Meisner. Sosa, good utilization of the body. Ryan Marquez with the ball. Counter. Souza with a shot off of the boards. That was a golden opportunity for the Kansas City Comets to strike, and we have another whistle on the turf, Doctor.
Yeah, Souza had himself a mighty opportunity. He had a wide open Felipe Abreu if he could have just gotten that ball off the boards, but instead it's going to be a restart here just outside the yellow for Kansas City.
And it looks like it's going to be Sosa backheeling it to Souza. Out to Ray Lee. We said it earlier, formerly drafted by the Philadelphia Union years ago. And there's a spot. Sosa tried to bang it off. Whoa, nice breakup play by Berto. Headed into Marquez. Marquez off of the boards, and there's Chris Toth yet again. Chris Toth is getting a lot of action thus far in this game.
Despite a few early mistakes from Toth, uncharacteristic for him, he has been his quintessential and classic self throughout the latter half of this game.
Kansas City, nice pass out to Tetsane by Sosa. You can clearly see why he's their assist leader thus far. That ball comes back out.
Both teams firing on all cylinders at this point. Kansas City throughout the course of the first half, certainly Ontario throughout the course of this third quarter so far, but both teams high pressing, quick action, good movement. Lovely football, lovely soccer, exactly what we expected to see from two powerhouse teams so far.
And that's what you want for Sunday night soccer. That's why this really is the greatest sport in the arena, the greatest sport in North America. It is exciting, and things and momentum can change at the drop of a hat, as we bared witness to early on in this third quarter. It's the Fury on the counter. Ball off of the boards. Scooped up by Meisner. Kansas City ball. Rolls it out. Nacho passing it out off of the boards to Ray Lee. Ray Lee trying to advance the ball past the Fury. Intercepted by Alvarado, but he passes it out to Nacho Flores. Nacho to Marquez. Nacho getting by Perez. Oh, what? Shot off of the boards with authority by Alvarado. And that's going to be a foul on Mansoure. Oh, no.
Oh, and that's a blue card.
A trip to Smurf Village for Abdul Mansoure. Fury find themselves in a precocious position, down a man. We know how they've handled the penalty kill thus far.
Well, the Fury are certainly unhappy with this call, but it's hard to argue with as a trip to the sin bin for Abdul Mansoureh for tripping here. You can't make one of those kind of challenges. Studs up, so to speak, into the back of the defender. Difficult stuff to see.
And it's going to be Kansas City on the restart in a position of advantage. Tetzane out to Sosa. Fury in a diamond formation. Sosa, good defense by Berto. Berto with Sosa on him. Oh, back heels it to Uzi Tayu. Berto, he's got Nestor back there. Fury doing what they can to break up this penalty kill. Toth.
As Toth dumps it down long, keeper to keeper, the Fury had an opportunity there for a short-handed goal if they'd have just seen Nestor Hernandez wide open, but opted for the safe restart instead.
Sosa to Souza, back to Sosa. That's a mouthful. Out to Tetzane. Tetzane, back out to Sosa. Sosa with a shot just wide to the left. Minute and 14 seconds left to go here in this power play.
And the Fury faithful have found their voice. We can hear drums and screaming once again from the faithful as they are livened up by this action so far here in the third.
Ray Lee tried to scoot that in past Toth. Souza, back out to Sosa. Under a minute to go within this power play. Sosa with Nestor Hernandez on him. Passes out to Souza. The reigning Rookie of the Year back out to Sosa, the team leader. Tetzane with a shot. Saved by Chris Toth. 40 seconds left to go within this penalty kill. He launches one down low to Uzi Tayu. Fury doing a great job on this penalty kill thus far. Meisner rolls it out to Sosa. Sosa out to Ray Lee. Ray Lee speeding past Uzi Tayu. Pulls it back out. 22 seconds left to go. Souza with a shot. Saved by Chris Toth. Another shot. Saved by Toth.
Oh, what a fantastic pair of double saves there by Chris Toth.
That's why he is one of the best keepers in this league, ladies and gentlemen. Souza out to Tetzane. Tetzane out to Sosa. Ray Lee with a shot. Off of the boards. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. Penalty killed. The Fury successfully killed this penalty. Abdul Mansoureh back out on the turf. He's marking Tetzane. Tetzane back out to Sosa. Berto pressuring him back out to Meisner. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go within this third quarter. Meisner dumping it. Oh, and Marquez tried to head that past Cisse and Toth. What a game thus far. Obviously a lot of action on the turf. We're sweating a little bit up here in the booth, aren't we, Doctor?
Oh, look at the moves by Stinson there on the ball once again. Reminiscent. You could not get the ball off his feet when he doesn't want to give it up.
Pacheco. Oh, and it's Christian there. The Brazilian Danny Rojas breaking that play up. Whiffed by Frank Tayu. Andreas. Alvarado. Out to Gonçalves. Gonçalves out to Stinson. He has Frank Tayu wide open to the right. Pacheco with a shot, blocked by Andreas. And Sosa banks it off of the boards. Stinson there to pick it up, battle with him and Tetzane. Oh, and that's going to be a foul.
The foul's called against Stinson on Tetzane there.
Let's take a look at the replay on those saves again. Chris Toth, as you like to call him, the Iceman. Ice water in his veins, making those saves.
Just freezing the KC offense so far in this third. They have had their share of opportunities, but it has been Ontario who found the back of the net 3 times so far in this third quarter.
What a battle on the boards. Tetzane, he's got Riem Marquez open, but he wisely pulls it out.
Tetsane's got some speed on him. Look at his ability to get past players. My goodness.
I've been enjoying watching this young man play. The rookie, already a goal thus far in the game. A player to watch on Kansas City without a doubt. Tetzane with Gonçalves on him, passing it out to Marquez. Off of the boards. Sandovari, under a minute to go within this third quarter. Off of the boards. Again off of the boards. Gonçalves, oh boy, we've got numbers. Fury with the man advantage. It's Tayu with Pacheco. To P, Sweet P. Oh, he tried to find Frank. He kicks it out to Topete. 40 seconds left to go. Alvarado. Fury reset. Back out to Topete. Headed by Sandovari. And it's Adam James. Good pressure by Kansas City. And it's Souza there. Passing it back out to Marquez. 20 seconds left to go here within this third quarter. Marquez making his move back out to Sosa. Sosa crossing the midfield. Getting it by Abreu, wide open in his second game as a member of the Comets thus far. Scooped up by Toth. Toth launching it down low to Taiyu. It's Taiyu. It's Lee. Under Reyes there. Can Frank make his move? Ray Lee with a shot. Oh, off of the boards. Meisner gets his hands on it, and that is the buzzer, and that is the end of the third quarter. It has been all Fury here in these 15 minutes from Toyota Arena. It is 6-4 Ontario. Doctor, what a third quarter.
Wow, the Ontario Fury tie a franchise record set at 14 seconds by Jose Rodriguez and Miguel Sanchez in the fourth period of December 14th of 2014. But tonight we have Robert Palmer and George De Leon finding the back of the net just 15 seconds apart to tie the second best in franchise history. Folks, we'll be right back here at the end of the third quarter, right after these messages presented by our friends at Larson LLP. Catch you on the other side, folks.
Available interior work surface to work it out up front, plus the capability of available Pro Power on board to work it out and back. Tough this smart can only be called F-150. Introducing the all-new 2021 Ford F-150.
We can talk about vaccine hesitancy.
There is a subcategory that is afraid about the speed at which the vaccine was developed. The pioneers are just amazing, incredible individuals. I mean, we're standing on the work that they did.
It really wasn't rushed through. It's extremely difficult to predict who's going to die from COVID and who's not going to die from it.
Society has an obligation to help others when others are struggling. Families can become distressed because they lose their father. Now a mother's forced to raise their 3 children. How does she get a job? How does she create the means to take care of her kids?
For nearly 30 years, National Core and Hope Through Housing have changed the lives of hundreds of thousands of individuals, providing housing, offering hope, transforming communities. National Core and Hope Through Housing, building the future of community.
Folks, welcome back to Toyota Arena. We have a record, the fastest 3 goals in the history of the Ontario Fury. 3 goals in 43 seconds scored within the course of that third quarter, Philly. 3 in 43 in the third for the Fury.
Unbelievable third quarter for the Fury, and this is exactly what they need to light some fire under their belts and to do what they've been saying they've wanted to do all season long, and that's be #championship bound. It hasn't been that way for a couple of games thus far, but that third quarter was among the best I've probably seen from this team all season long.
We saw fantastic saves from the Iceman himself, Chris Toth.
He's got 15 saves going into this fourth quarter thus far. By far the busier keeper. Meisner with 8, but he's still been playing a great game. And it's a counter. There's a shot. Aguirre gets it blocked by Meisner. Aguirre desperate to get on the boards. He has no goals and no assists. We know the kid can play. We know his pedigree. We know that he had tenure at Atlas and Toluca down in Liga MX in those academies. He was a San Diego Soccer. We'd love to see this man get on the boards. That was his opportunity. I'd love to see him get another chance, Doctor.
Yeah, once again, Meisner being able to block the ball with his feet, go in the opposite direction of his body. Despite being on the wrong side of the scoreline, Meisner has certainly put in a great defensive effort tonight.
He certainly has. Again, he's gone 2-2-2 thus far within the season. He's been filling in quite nicely for Neto. Ray Lee. A battle with Alan Perez. Perez out to De Leon. De Leon with Souza on him. De Leon with a shot off of the boards. Picked up by Sandovari. Sandovari passing it out to Ray Lee. Ray Lee, that ball gets intercepted by the Fury. De Leon to Frank. Frank with a shot. Turnaround. It's either Andreos or Meisner who made that. I'd have to see the replay. Intercepted by the Comets. And that's going to be a whistle. It looks like it's going to go against the Fury.
So we see a restart over that Flight ball. We'd like to remind you that Flight is the official match ball of the MASL, designed and produced by Flight expertly for the indoor game. Flight, challenge everything.
And Nacho kicks that off of the back of Jesus Pacheco. Passes it up top to Sosa. Sosa with the ball out to Marquez. Marquez marked by Berto. Sosa with some space, dumping it off of the boards. Nacho's there, battling with Topete. Ray Lee's there. Chris Toth breaks that up. Fury counter. Fury counter. Fury got some numbers. It's Pacheco with Frank Tayu on his left. He's got Berto there. Pacheco blocked by Meisner. Great save by Meisner. Another save.
Oh, brilliant double save there by Meisner. I thought that first one was getting past him, but he was just able to block it. My goodness. Folks, you do not want to miss out on anything in the MASL. Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook, Instagram, and MASL Arena on Twitter.
It's the Fury on the restart. Johnny Topete passing it out to Alvarado. Alvarado with Andreos on him. Out to Stinson. Stinson trying to find Hernandez. Hernandez with Lee on him. Good defense by Ray Lee. Passing it out to Emmanuel Aguirre. Aguirre back out to Topete. 12 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here within this fourth quarter. Stinson crossing the yellow line. Making a great move past Sosa. Sticking with it. Getting by Nacho. Sosa sticking with him. Still with the ball, Justin Stinson. What a magician.
He made it past two defenders but couldn't make it past a referee.
That was clown shoes. Great ball handling by the Stinger. Topete. Topete out to Stinson, back out to Johnny. Johnny thunders, out to Alvarado. Alvarado trying to squeeze it by, but not enough mustard on there. And it looks like it's going to be a whistle. Restart goes back in the hands of the Kansas City Comets. 6-4 here in the fourth quarter with 12 minutes and 10 seconds to go. The Fury have broken open this game in the third quarter. And there's a shot by Tetsane off of the Ford logo. Marquez getting by two Fury defenders. And it's Aguirre. Aguirre out to Stinson. Aguirre with Tetsane on him. Back out to Toth. Dumps it off. Sosa heads it out to Sodal. He's got himself a goal thus far. Marquez also with a goal thus far in this game. Toth is there. Wisely scoops it up. Great play by the Iceman. Sorry, Doctor.
We're seeing the Comets return to that high press that was so effective for them early on in this game, something that we did not see executed so effectively throughout the course of that Fury-dominated third quarter, but they are once again pressing ferociously in the defensive half for the Fury.
Great ball handling by Israel Cisse. De Leon sticking with it. That's going to be a whistle. Whistle on the turf.
Looks like it's going to go against John Sosa, who's arguing he got all ball. Lucky to avoid himself a blue card given the nature of that foul, though, as we see a quick change perhaps the Fury can take advantage of.
Aguirre back out to Pacheco. Pacheco to Topete. Gonzalez, another whistle. Looks like it's going to go on Nacho. Nacho does not like that call.
Yeah, Nacho coming late off the bench as the Comets were caught trying to make a change there.
Gonzalez. Broken up by Andreas. Off of the boards. Aguirre with a shot. Just misses again. Aguirre knocking on that door. He comes off. Topete.
Oh, the Fury just need to make that goal a little wider on both ends tonight, and they would be widely out in front of Kansas City. Instead, sitting on a 2-goal lead with 10:48 to go in the fourth.
I mean, you can make the argument that Kansas City could have them. Oh, there's a shot. What a save. Chris Toth gets his hand on it. What a rocket by Tetsani. The Iceman, another save, another incredible save. Let's look at that again. Gets his hand on it. Whew. What a shot. What a save. Great action thus far in the fourth quarter.
Chris Toth out there winning it for the birthday boy Jeff so far.
Broken up by the Fury. Ray Lee into the netting. Goalkeeper distribution for Ontario, Doctor.
The action has been furious so far here in this entire second half. Both teams have to be happy with the work rate from their players so far. Ontario, obviously, much happier with the scoring results.
You could argue shots, distribution, saves. At the end of the day, it's all philosophy. It's the scoring line that matters. The Fury in the captain's seat at this point. Thiago Gonçalves tried to get by Adam James. That ball comes back off. Fury within possession. Alan Perez off of the boards to Tayu. Big Frank with it. Broken up by Sodal. Great defense by the Comets. Great defense.
Frank had himself a wide-open look at goal if it were not for the defensive efforts of Sodal, who did some fantastic work right there.
I'm impressed with this young man. What are your thoughts on him thus far?
So far, between the press and his defensive efforts in the middle of the game, he's been fantastic. We've got a foul called against Kansas City, lucky to avoid a delay of game penalty as they took the free ball into the back of the net. No goal allowed. It will be a foul against Kansas City and Ontario ball.
And we're under 10 minutes to go within this fourth quarter. Let's take a look at the replay.
Fury might be the one dodging a bullet as that gets called a foul. Otherwise, it's Kansas City finding the back of the net. We've got a foul here once again against Kansas City. And a blue card sighting. We've got ourselves a visit to Smurf Village. The Fury going to be going on the power play as Kansas City get penalized for a play against the boards.
Let's take a look at the replay on that again.
Oh my goodness, it is a stiff foot in there against the advancing Stinson, who is slow to get up and still nursing that right foot. It is absolutely a clear and obvious blue card penalty against Kansas City this late in the game and looking to get back in. That is a poor decision from Kansas City there, as it is Felipe Abreu heading to the sin bin for a dangerous tackle against Justin Stinson. Not what his coach would like to see late in the game when they are looking to get back in it.
Coming into tonight's matchup, the Fury's power play was at 35%. Jimmy Nordberg would love to pad his stats right now and give his team more of a secure lead. Still anybody's game at this point. Gonçalves out to Johnny Thunders. Thunder and Lightning connecting together. They've been quite the connection thus far this season. Tayu, and there's this place. Oh, just over. And that was a shot that the Fury would like to get back. Pacheco, a little bit of mustard behind that, but a little too much.
Yeah, too much mustard on the corn dog there for Pacheco. He had himself a wide open look. All he had to do was tap it in, but the moment got the better of him as he fired it high and wide.
Another whistle on the turf. It looks like that's going to go against Rian Marquez. Fury ball. Rian did not like that call. 9 minutes and 33 seconds left to go here in this fourth quarter. Stinson, despite taking a beating, still in this game, still hustling.
Kansas City knows something about fourth quarter blue cards, certainly coming off of their last game. Hopefully we see a much cleaner fourth quarter than what we witnessed from Kansas City a few nights ago.
Gonçalves out to Pacheco. Pacheco out to Johnny Thunders. Thiago to P. Through ball to Stinson. Stinson with a shot, just misses. Off of the boards, ricochets to Gonçalves. Gonçalves back out to Stinson. Stinson out to Johnny Thunders. Gonçalves with a shot just above. Meisner got some hand on it just above the crossbar. Fury still retained possession. Approaching a minute left to go within this power play. Johnny to Frank. Frank out to Thiago. Thiago back out to Johnny. Johnny with a shot. Saved by Meisner. Stinson with a shot. Another save. Off of the boards again. Adam James there to break it up.
That ball looks like it's going to be kicked out of play. I believe we have a top-of-the-arc restart here for the Fury while on the power play, although we are going to have just a moment's break as Meisner is slow to get up. Our referee coming over to check on him and make sure he's all right, perhaps summoning Sean Dummer's out to check on him. He is still slow to get up, but we have seen no one from the KC bench out to check on him so far. He is still on one knee inside the box. Referee is holding the ball, awaiting him to retrieve his sense of location before he gets up. He is back up, and looks like we're going to have a restart, outside the yellow line for the Fury.
Pacheco out to Topete. 44 seconds left to go within this power play. Fury would like to get a shot off at the very least. Frank Tayu. Oh, that ball comes off of his foot. Sosa has it. Oh, great defensive effort by Topete, breaking that up. Kansas City ball. 35 seconds left to go here within this power play. It's Kansas City on the restart with Sosa. Sosa's got Frank Tayu in front of him. Meisner's making some space. Passing it off of the boards. Tetsane. Battle with Stinson. Stinson reclaims possession. Fury on the counter. Fury with a couple of numbers. Back out to Tayu. Tayu resets. Out to Topete. 22 seconds left to go. Topete with a shot. Just misses. Frank with the rebound. Frank, not enough mustard. Topete with a shot. Blocked by Sosa. Stinson. Adam James breaks it up. Tetsane with it. Off of the boards. 7 seconds left to go. The ball comes off. It's Marquez and Topete. Topete heads it out to Chris Tilt, and that's the end of the power play.
Topete took a hard push there and ended up in the boards. No call. He is still down.
Gonçalves with a shot. Thiago goal! How's about that, Fury faithful? Another goal for the Fury. Thiago Gonçalves banging one in. His 4th goal of the season. As I say usually, Doctor, give us the news.
Well, we have Topete going into the boards here harshly. He is still down and slow to get up, with Toth assisting him on the other end. But it is his typical partner coming at him the other direction here in Thiago, who finds the back of the net as the ball bounces up in the air and finds itself safely at his... Oh, that is just ugly looking. Taking a knee off the boards there. Injury timeout we are going to have right now as we head to a quick 4th quarter timeout presented by our friends at IEHP. For the past 25 years, IEHP has been helping people get the care they need when they need it most. Visit IEHP.org to learn more, and we'll be right back with the rest of the 4th quarter.
To 4 with 7 minutes and 27 seconds left to go in this 4th quarter. This half has been all Fury, and that's going to be a whistle. Foul on Abreu. Another trip to Smurf Village.
Yeah, we got a blue card here for boarding. Kansas City getting flashbacks of their last game, a second trip to the sin bin already here in the 4th quarter, having just come off of a power play kill themselves. Clearly something that Kansas City has got to lock up going forward. We know they're sitting atop those Central Division standings, but they've got a hot, rejuvenated Dallas team on their heels, and they've got to clean up some of these cards, especially late in games, if they're going to see out the rest of the season in first place.
Yeah, Dallas has had quite the turnaround. Jamie Lovegrove coming back has been a splendid player for that team. And then if we look at, obviously, the Western Conference, Chihuahua, a 21 8-goal effort against Tacoma, 3 points behind the Fury. If the Fury can hold out, they get themselves a little bit of breathing room. But Chihuahua, the hottest team within MASL thus far, other than the San Diego Sockers.
We're just seeing on the replay there that call versus Mansoret.
And there's a shot. Oh, Meisner with his hands on the ball. That was close. Under 7 minutes to go. Tiago dumps it down low to Topete. Thunder and lightning connecting together. Tayu with a shot. Saved by Meisner. Tayu with another shot. Deflected off of Sosa. And that ball's going to come back to the Fury.
Oh, Frank, what an opportunity. What a brilliant save by Meisner. Once again, getting a boot out there. Some golden boots from Meisner so far, keeping KC in this game.
I love Neto, but I'm definitely loving Meisner as well. Pacheco with a shot. That gets deflected off of Sosa. Great block by the captain.
Beautiful work by Pacheco to pick up that volley as it nears the ground and get it goalward.
Topete. Out to Stinson. We're approaching under a minute to go within this power play. Tayu, that gets deflected off of Sosa. We've been saying that a lot thus far this game. Tiago. Out to Topete. Topete with a shot. Saved by Meisner. Pacheco. Trying to scoop it in, but Kansas City breaks it apart. Adam James. Trying to kill this penalty. Nice move by Adam James. And it's a foot race. Won by Chris Toth. Gonsalves. 40 seconds left to go within this power play. Tiago out to Topete. Topete crossing the yellow line. Back out to Tiago. Thunder and lightning. Oh, intercepted by Andreas. Andreas with Sousa with him. Andreas making his play. Trying to get by Topete. And that's going to be a foul on Stinson. 21 seconds left to go within this penalty kill, Doctor.
Yeah, Kansas City's doing a great job of stuff and just being able to maintain some possession on the offensive end. A quick retreat here by them to kill some clock. Smart move.
15 seconds left to go. Meisner dumps it out to Lee. 7 seconds left to go. Sousa trying to get by Topete. And that's going to be the end of the power play. Back to man advantage. Even man advantage, that is. Actually, there is no even man advantage. Equal energy. Marquez. Marquez turns around. That gets blocked by Topete. He kicks it out. Frank's got himself some room. Getting by Sosa with only Ray Lee in front of him. Frank with the fancy footwork. Frank with a shot. Just off of the Ford logo. Ricochets off to Topete. Berto. Under 5 minutes left to go here in this fourth quarter. Ontario Fury, 7 goals. Comets, 4. It's been all Fury within the second half. Berto out to De Leon.
Frank, almost a beautiful piece of single-handed work there, just wide.
Nice through ball by Perez, allowing that play to happen. And it's Tayu. Good defense by Abreu. Berto. Berto with the ball, out to Cisse. We have a whistle. We've got a yellow card, Doctor. Tweety Bird sighting.
Not entirely sure who this is going to be served against, but I have a feeling it's Frank Tayu for frustrated about the no call on a foul that he thinks happened against the top of the box. Let's take a quick look here. Frank feels this should have been a foul against him right here. Oh, that's the shot by Frank that was just missed. He gets a little bit of a push there at the end, gets thrown into the boards, and it is, excuse me, I'm sorry, Kansas City, who finds their captain in the sin bin for 5 minutes.
Kansas City pressuring heavily. Good move. Andreas with a shot off of the boards. And there's a play. Nice save by Israel Cisse. Broke up that play. That assuredly was the 5th goal for the Comets had Israel Cisse not been there. Frank out to De Leon. De Leon with some move. De Leon with a shot off of the boards. De Leon again with Meisner. Under 4 to go. De Leon out to Tayu. Tayu to Berto. Berto back out to Frank. Frank with a shot. Saved by Lou Meisner.
My goodness, Meisner might be on the wrong half of the scoring, but he has been a star so far. We've got ourselves a timeout. We'd like to give a shout out to the friends at Frontier Communities. Your hometown builder is a proud sponsor of the Ontario Fury. They don't just build homes, they build communities for generations to live, enjoy, and love. Your dream home is their mission every step of the way. Learn more at fhcommunities.com. Folks, we will be right back with the latter half of the fourth quarter after these messages.
Available interior work surface to work it out up front, plus the capability of available Pro Power on board to work it out in back. Tough this smart can only be called F-150. Introducing the all-new 2021 Ford F-150.
Society has an obligation to help others when others are struggling. Families can become distressed because they lose their father. Now a mother's forced to raise their 3 children. How does she get a job? How does she create the means to take care of her kids?
For nearly 30 years, National Core and Hope Through Housing have changed the lives of hundreds of thousands of individuals, providing housing, offering hope.
And we are back live with some action from Toyota Arena as we are ready for the last 3.5 minutes of this game, Philly.
And Kansas City has pulled their keeper. They're utilizing the 6-man attacker strategy, trying to score some offense thus far. They find themselves down 3 goals with 3 minutes and 33 seconds left to go within this quarter. It is Ray Lee. Ray Lee with a shot. That gets deflected off of the Fury. Uzi kicks it out. Hernandez.
The 6th attacker has been the dagger in the Ontario Fury season so far. They've got a 3-goal lead with 3 minutes to protect.
And these are crucial moments thus far for the Fury. They found themselves in this position in a disadvantage. Ray Lee battling with Uzi. Izzy, scooped up by Toth. That was a mouthful within its own right. Toth dumping it down low, trying to find Uzi. Uzi still has it. Oh, and obviously with a 6th attacker, when he's in the box, they can utilize the hands. It's Tetsani with the 6th attacker jersey. Nacho crossing the midfield, passing it out to Tetsani, back out to Nacho. Flores off of the boards to Lee. Lee trying to dump it into Marquez, but Uzi there to break it up. Tetsani out to Marquez. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. We're starting to hear some drums. We're starting to hear some activity here within Toyota Arena. You gotta love it. There's supporters there. There's supporters within this arena. You love to feel the energy right now in Toyota Arena. We haven't felt this kind of energy in this building in quite a while, Doctor.
Yeah, Toyota Arena playing host to the District 9 Ultras today. Supporters for the Los Angeles Football Club who have been gracing us with their presence this evening.
Oh, can Robert Palmer put the exclamation point? Berto! 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 Fury double up their lead thus far, 8-4, empty net. A pass from Frank Tayu finds its way into the capable feet of Robert Palmer, and he scores against his former club. Fury up 8-4.
It's not only a Berto bomb, it's a Berto brace here in the fourth quarter at Toyota Arena. As the faithful get boisterous, the Fury find the back of the net and extend their lead. It is now 8-4. 6th attacker, what? The Fury find themselves finding the back of the net.
Under 2 minutes to go, and you'd have to wonder, having 11 men on the field for Kansas City, is that... Oh, and we have Ray Lee down on the turf.
Oh, not something you want to see if you're a Kansas City fan. No one wants to see any more players out, and certainly don't want to see a talent like Ray Lee on the pitch. He is down, and he is holding his groin like, oh, that does not look good. We've got Sean Dummers heading out to give him some attention. It is going to be Kansas City ball as soon as we figure out the status of one Ray Lee. Once again, folks, we'd like to mention that the Fury have set a record tonight with the fastest 3 goals in team history, 3 goals in 43 seconds in the third quarter. They have tied a record for the fastest 2 goals in team history. Second place, it is once again Palmer and De Leon, who are tied for second place with, well, Palmer and De Leon, who set the record just a few games ago.
Ray Lee looked like he took a knock to a spot where the sun doesn't necessarily shine that often, unless you're in Mallorca, of course, but he should be back. Probably not throughout the rest of this game, because obviously the Fury are in the catbird seat at the moment right now, but we hope it wasn't too serious of a hit to Ray Lee. Oh, Topete dumping it in. Meisner there. Gotta love the hustle by Nestor Hernandez. Meisner rolls it out to Nacho. Nacho out to Sandovari. Sandovari back out to Nacho. We're approaching under the minute mark to go within this fourth quarter. This entire half, it has been all Ontario. Despite being down the entire first half, Ontario clawed themselves back. Like you said, set a record, done some amazing things over the course of the last 29 minutes, and they're going to close this out with a W and much-needed 3 points.
Yeah, it's been 5 unanswered goals by the Ontario Fury here in the second half. They are leading 8-4 despite a 4-3 scoreline at the half. Fury look like they're going to take the crucial 3 points away from this match.
But that's not without Kansas City at least getting one back. Rian Marquez banged it off of the boards, and it's Nacho Flores scoring a goal, cutting the lead by 1. But despite that effort, with 41.5 seconds left to go, it is 8-5. Fury are still in the advantage. Doctor, let's look at that replay again.
Yeah, well, the broadcaster's curse. The second I mentioned that we have 5 unanswered goals, I should really know better at this point.
Well, the ironic part is that was Nacho's 5th goal. And obviously the Comets' 5th goal. Under 40 seconds left to go here in Toyota Arena. Alvarado trying to use tomfoolery to get by Sandovari, but Sandovari was having none of that.
We see a second ball up into the scoreboard.
That's
something we have never
yeah.
seen throughout the course of our broadcasting career, and yet we now have a second ball to reflect off that beautiful Stella Rosa Toyota Arena scoreboard here tonight.
You and your wines. You sommelier, you. Toth, under 30 seconds left to go here in Toyota Arena. Toth to Nestor. Meisner bangs it off of the boards. 20 seconds left to go. Topete trying to kill some more time. Dumps it off of the boards. Battle between Frank and Nacho. Under 10 seconds. Frank with a shot. And that's going to be another save by Lou Meisner. And folks, that's going to be all she wrote here in Toyota Arena. Sunday Night Soccer ends up in a nice situation for the Ontario Fury. They pull out the W. They pull out 3 nice points. And it is a scoreline of 8-5.
Fantastic result for the Ontario Fury against a beleaguered Kansas City Comets side who, despite being down quite a few men, managed quite an effort against the Fury throughout the course of that first half, but it was just not enough from the reserve squad to see it through in that second half, Philly.
No, and you have to feel for the Kansas City Comets. They come out on the West Coast without Leo Gibson, without some of their players, no Mike De Silva, several players omitted from the lineup. They played the San Diego Sockers down in Pechanga Arena in a match where they fought hard, they fought valiantly, but after 30 minutes, it was all San Diego. They let up 8 goals throughout the course of the game, and then they come back into Toyota Arena a couple of days later to take on the Fury. They looked really good yet again within the first 30 minutes of the game. They had the advantage. They were leading. They were winning. But whatever head coach Jimmy Nordberg said at the half obviously inspired his Fury team and propelled them to victory, because the Fury put up 8 goals on Kansas City. A very good win, a very big statement match. Again, with the Fury being in a situation in the Western Division, it's going to be hard to catch up to the San Diego Sockers. And Chihuahua is starting to run into form. They signed another player from Monterrey. They scored 21 goals in their last match against Tacoma. The Fury have everything to lose thus far. They need to be in a situation to assert themselves in the wild card spot. But Sunday Night Soccer was splendid here within Toyota Arena. And again, this is a trip to forget for the Kansas City Comets. We want to acknowledge again the fact that Leo Gibson was not here due to the fact that him and his wife Lishan had their third child. God bless the Gibson household, a third legendary child, the fifth legendary Gibson within the household. We wish them all the best and all the best in health and wealth. And of course, today, a very, very big happy birthday to our owner, Jeff Burham. Jeff Burham, all he really wanted for his birthday was a Fury W. And you know what? It wasn't looking that nice within the first 30 minutes. But whatever magic exists right now within Toyota Arena got sprinkled onto the turf, and the Fury were out there, and they did their thing, and they got their owner the W. 8-5, the scoring line. It's been a great game thus far for the Fury. Their best 30 minutes worth of action that I've seen all season. And we look down at the turf, the Fury are acknowledging the supporters, acknowledging the District 9 Ultras, the big supporters base, members of the 3252 for the Los Angeles Football Club. They came in, they brought the noise, it was a lot of fun. And as far as the final stat lines are concerned in this game, the shots, the Fury had a flurry of attempts on goal. They had 10 shots to the Comets 5 within the third quarter. Then as far as the fourth quarter is concerned, we're looking at 17-6, an overall margin of 42-28. That was the difference maker. That's why the scoring line is now at 8-5, and that's why the score line is the way it was. Quite the game. And we're waiting and we're standing by to go pitch side with Panda. Panda's looking to grab a member of the Ontario Fury to chat with them, possibly head coach Jimmy Norberg, possibly somebody else. We want to give a shout out to a couple members of the Kansas City Comets. Lou Meisner. Lou Meisner, despite the fact that he let in as many goals as he did, still made 20 saves. He led all goalkeepers in that category. Chris Toth had 17. And it looks like we're going down pitch side with Panda. She's standing by with goalkeeper Chris Toth. Panda, if you're ready. Oh, we're still standing by. Still standing by, waiting for the tech to come through. We're kicking it pitch side, Panda, with Chris Toth.
Hey guys, I'm here with goalkeeper Chris Toth, who was credited with 2 assists on tonight and almost a shutout in the second half. You played an amazing game. How did you guys feel coming into that second half, considering you guys were down by 1 goal?
Yeah, we knew it was a little bit of a rough start, but we were only down by 1. We got into the locker room, we regrouped, and made it happen.
Yeah, you guys certainly sure did. It was really great to see you guys come out firing on all cylinders. And I want to give a good shout out to the crowd tonight. I don't know if you guys could feel it, but I know there were a lot of people here tonight, and I think that really helped kind of propel that momentum. How did it feel to hear all that in the crowd tonight?
Yeah, when you play at home, that's one thing, but when we have a lot of fans and we feel the energy, it just adds even more. So we love them coming out, and we hope we keep seeing them out here.
We're going to do everything we can to keep them coming out because we know you guys love it. Congratulations, a great win, and can't wait to see you at the next game. Great game tonight, Chris Toth.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Back to you guys.
Certainly appreciate that, Panda. Great interview with Chris Toth. Chris Toth now goes 6-4 on the season. Not sure what his GAA percentage is at this point, but what I can tell you is the fact that he picked up 2 assists in this game puts him at 4 points on the season. That's right, 4 points on the season. Pretty crazy stuff. So Chris Toth, not only a factor defensively, but a factor offensively for the Ontario Fury, and he had himself a heck of a game, keeping the Fury within the first half, helping the boys propel themselves to a victory within the second half. And we're standing by. Looks like we're going to go back pitch side with Panda. She's standing by with head coach Jimmy Norberg. We got 2 pitch side with Pandas. Monumental stuff today here in Toyota Arena. Panda, if you're there, take it away.
I'm here with head coach Jimmy Norberg, and we talked about it at the half that they had some momentum going into the second half. How do you feel that they came out playing, and is it what you told them in the locker room that needed to happen?
Yeah, we just changed some things up, and I think that we started to finish our chances. Thought Frank was really good in the second half, holding up the ball. Justin and Pacheco and George and those guys moving off of the ball made a huge difference. And defensively, we dug in a little bit, and we didn't allow a goal to the to the very end, and that's the DNA of this club. So if we can defend, we're going to be very, very good.
Yeah, you kind of took all my questions away from me. I mean, again, like you said, offensively they came out firing. Defensively, you shut them down. And that's kind of the keys to the game at this point, is doing all those things. And I'm sure you're very proud of how they did. Are you happy with the turnout for tonight? Because I feel like a lot of energy in this arena tonight.
Our biggest crowd of the year by far. Happy to see the fans here. The players were excited and we're playing for them. So it was huge to have him here and to get a win. And to get a win from Mr. Burham, our managing partner, on his birthday. Happy birthday, Jeff.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. What a birthday present for the owner of the club. Let's all go out and celebrate. Congratulations to you and the team on a big win. Let's see what happens next time.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Back to you in the booth.
Certainly appreciate that, Panda. We haven't had 2 consecutive pitch side with Pandas all season, so not only did the Fury set records on the turf, we set records within the broadcast booth. Excellent, and an excellent birthday win for the owner, Jeff Burham, and we're going to be back at Toyota Arena in just a few short days as the Ontario Fury look to tango with the Chihuahua Savage, a team, again, that has gotten red hot over the course of the past few weeks. Chihuahua, definitely a team to be reckoned with. The Fury are going to play them at home, then they're going to do a quick turnaround, head down to Chihuahua for a couple of games there. It's going to be a big deal. That next game in Ontario is going to be March the 8th. Kickoff is going to be at 7:05. That's going to be a game you're not going to want to miss. Again, this is going to be a big battle for the wild card spot. I can't say that anybody at this point is going to catch the San Diego Sockers within the West, but between these two, that's when the matchup is going to get interesting because Chihuahua is on fire. Fury need to get back to their winning ways. They seem to perform and play well with anybody and against anybody but the San Diego Sockers. But with 60% of the season left with 40% left to go, still plenty of soccer to be played. Again, that next game, if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, March the 8th, 7:05 p.m., Toyota Arena, Chihuahua Savage come across the border to take on the Ontario Fury. It'll be a good game, and I'm sort of out of situations and things to talk about. It's been a great game. My broadcast partner left me to go down to the turf. There are no more pitch side with Pandas. We've read the stats. It's been a lot of fun tonight here in Toyota Arena. We just certainly want to give a big shout out to our producer, Mike Zapata. On behalf of myself, the doctor, Panda, nothing but love to Mike, the production crew. Happy birthday, Jeff Burham. Congratulations to the Ontario Fury on another victory, and we'll see you all certainly very soon. March the 8th at Toyota Arena as the Fury take on the Chihuahua Savage. We love you all. We hope to see you soon. God bless you. Thank you for joining us on MASL TV. Philly out. Have a good night.
Jeff, what's going on? It's Philly. I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. From one supposed rock star to a real rock star, wishing you all the best in health and wealth. Thank you so much for everything that you do for the Ontario Fury, for the community, and obviously for us. God bless. Looking forward to celebrating many more birthdays with you. And let's get a Fury W tonight. Happy birthday, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. It's Amanda, the Panda here. Just want to wish you a very special happy birthday and a big thank you for all that you've done for us, for the Fury, and for the community. I can think of no better birthday present for you than a big old Fury win tonight, so let's do it. Happy birthday, Jeff.
Happiest of birthdays to the best damn owner in sports, Jeff. We appreciate you and everything you do for us, the Fury, and the community. Bless you, sir, and happiest of birthdays to you.
Happy birthday, Jeff. Thank you for all the support and time with helping with this organization. We hope you the best, and we hope we can get you 3 points on this special day. Thank you.
Happy birthday to my friend and the best owner in professional sports, Jeff.
Happy birthday, Jeff. Wishing you the best. We appreciate everything you do for the Ontario Fury. Hope you have an amazing day, and again, on behalf of the entire front office, thank you and happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Uncle Jeff.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Thank you.